Hello there, faithful viewer. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Michael Jones, and you're watching the Off Topic Podcast. To catch this amazing show live every single Friday at 12 p.m. Central, just click on this link right here to go to roosterteeth.com and sign out to be... Oh my God! One of our first members. Gavin, you hit me right in the fucking head. You fucking cocksucker. God, you corked me right in the face. Go to roosterteeth.com and sign up to be a first member, and you get a month free. You can see the upcoming documentary, The Life and Death of Gavin Free, as I beat him to death. And then I shoved this, it's gonna leave a welt, I can feel it. Is that good enough for you first members? God damn. Oh, this works. Yeah, it looks rubber, but it's actually quite hard. So, just watch some stuff. I'm gonna kill Gavin. Fucking dead!
Where's the closest Legoland to where we are?
Los Angeles. There's one in LA.
So far.
There might be one in Orlando now, but there was for sure the first one was in Denmark, where the Lego factory was.
I hate that there's a cutoff age on the Lego boxes. It's like 8 to 14. It should be 8 and up. Why is there a cutoff? It pisses me off.
Maybe it's just
Does it
skill
piss you
level.
off?
It does.
Well, you're angry?
It infuriates me.
I found this out recently.
I love Legos.
Do you know what the lower limit is for?
What is it?
It's for attention span. It's not actually for okay, my kid's skills. Like no, it's to keep someone.
I thought it's
with
like
their
sucking down Lego bricks.
Well, I mean
That's why that too. It is all. It's just one big choking hazard in a box that you just make a bigger choking
pretty darn
hazard.
presumptuous.
Yeah. My nephew loves Lego, and it's one of those things where it's like you get those bigger ones, like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do the big one. And it's like you do 15 minutes, and he's just gone. It's like,
and you get to,
and then I get to build the rest of it.
Well, it's because they start off
It's a win-win.
boring. It's like you put like a line on a block.
Oh, that's
you just
I
don't
mean,
appreciate
that's
it.
all the
That's
parts.
the best
Yeah,
part.
that's
because
every
you don't know what
part.
it is. It's like, what is this? What
It
am I
doesn't
building?
become until like an hour.
I
in.
just like the idea that you're like, all right, first this line, and then this thing. But an hour in, you're like, giant ships getting. It's always a line. It's always one piece.
It all comes together. It's one.
It's gonna be
magical.
the moment where it's like, oh, now the wing is on. Yeah.
That's
You dump the bag, it's like all the small stuff, and then you open this bag, and the entire house drops out. I was like, oh, this is easy.
You're
Okay.
describing construction in anyone's house ever. It's like, oh, we got the heating, the plumbing, the electric, and there's like,
That was me,
we
Christmas
put
morning.
one sheetrock, one wall up. Oh my God, it's almost finished.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like you watched me. That took 5 minutes.
I once made a roller coaster out of K'NEX. It was like the size of
K'NEX
this
were the
table.
shit.
Yeah, it was.
Whatever happened to
very
K'NEX? They don't really,
big.
do they still make them?
They still make them.
Do they? Oh.
I had a
love
motor.
those.
It would like take.
I couldn't keep up with
the thing
Legos
and,
though.
like,
I got the U-wing from Rogue One for Christmas, the
Nice.
Lego one. I watched Christmas Vacation. I built it. It was fucking good. It was fun.
Christmas vacation.
Like I started off, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" 2 hours later, I was like, "It's a U-wing."
It's a wing.
Yep. And the ships.
When you put the wing piece on,
and the
you
wings
do.
come out, and it goes, yeah.
Does it
When
make
I was
that
flying
noise?
it around. Well, I'd make the noise.
Oh,
So
so
that
it
Do you have a
doesn't
cold?
do that.
I got a
It does.
cold 2 days after going home, and it's just like Texas has made me a bitch with the cold weather.
Well, it's
Like, I
also
just
all
couldn't
the
do it.
damn cedar. It's like we've hit.
I
like,
do have a cedar allergy. I
Yeah.
came home, so it's not helping with
Do you
that
actually
stuff.
get a cold from the cold? That's my arm.
Yeah, I was outside doing yard work the first day I was home,
so.
so
Smooth.
I got a cold from that.
Smooth.
This is nice.
I mean, it's all very smooth outside of this.
Oh, who are we? we
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
do that. I totally forgot about
yeah.
that actually.
got right into it.
We're talking about Legos.
Yeah, I just have to check. Hang on, let me
talking-
get to
started
the
with
bottom of
Legoland.
That's true.
episode number 57.
Sorry,
That's right.
57.
Welcome to Off Topic. You know, a couple of minutes in, episode 57, and it's New Year's soonish. Tomorrow's New
Yay!
Year's Eve.
Tomorrow's New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
it's on
I'm
Saturday.
your host Michael, and joining us we've got Andy,
Hey.
Jack, and Gav in his sweet ass YouTube outfit. Dude, that right there, that's the official mark that you've been in the YouTube
Wait.
Rewind. And this episode sponsored
Oh!
by Blue Apron.
Look at that play button.
Oh, come on.
Where
Yeah,
are
we're
they?
gonna
There
do
he
it.
is.
That's what I was
There
doing
it is.
before.
Yeah.
I was waiting ages.
We're gonna do it. You have to do some head
We'll eat
spins
it.
while wearing that. I think.
On the table?
Sure.
That is such a you outfit.
Yeah.
I can't believe they gave it to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I walked in and saw you wearing it,
It's a little chav outfit.
and I was like, what
Or a
What are
sloth.
all the Americans gonna do with this outfit
Yeah.
that were in the YouTube?
I've seen
Rewind?
people
We're
wearing
gonna
them.
join the Kingsmen.
I always feel bad because I never wear the.
You look like you hang under a bridge, and then Harry Brown walks by and tells you to get on with your life.
and then he shoots me and dumps the gun.
Yeah.
in the
He
That was a
shoots
good
you, and then
fucking
he
movie.
like just falls over because he's old. he gets tired. The recoil makes him fall asleep.
Yeah.
Who was the bloke, the horrible bloke in that?
I haven't seen the movie in years. Fucking good movie.
Plan
but
B. Where he's like,
I don't know.
you pussy-o.
I don't know. I had that conversation to a halt, though. That's what you did.
I was trying to
did, you
remember.
killed it.
I was just
And nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody knew where to go with that.
pussy-o.
Okay, yeah. Go watch Harry Brown.
Happy New Year,
Michael Caine
everybody.
being a badass at 75.
Champagne!
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, let
Oh,
me
it's
fire.
Corbel.
Let me fire that cork at you.
Corbel Gunners.
Oh shit.
Watch the lights and like the
Oh, no.
700 TVs.
We haven't shattered a light. Have we ever shattered a light?
No, don't try.
We should have like a.
I mean, we're not
going
going to try. We're just going to point the cork
Well,
at
that's
it
what
and
they
see
got
what
the
I
happens.
screens
assumed he was
right?
just gonna point it at my
Surely
chest.
there's
That one doesn't have a screen on it. You can hit
I'll
that
get that
or that
one.
one.
Is there any end of
There's
year
one-
budget
that one
left that
back
we need
there.
to spend just to like get it off?
Or you just aim it right at a
Yeah,
camera.
that actually
They've got like
turns out
9
there's a
cameras.
bag
I
of
know
money
there's
in
so much
there
money in this room.
that they were just waiting to get rid of. They're like, we were just gonna burn it.
Yeah, well, it's like the end of the year. If you don't spend it, you don't
Yeah,
get it the
right.
next year. So
That's
we
what I
better
was
break some shit.
Yeah. So I bet they wouldn't
So that
have
way we can
spent
fix
it.
their budget. We're helping them, Gavin, by launching a cork at something.
Do you think it'll hurt?
What, when you hit him? Yeah, probably.
It made Ben
I think
Affleck
it
cry
would.
in the what was that movie? Pearl Harbor.
Batman? Oh.
No.
Well, he got hit.
Yeah, he got hit in the nose with the cork and he started crying. Remember that?
Is that why the movie didn't do well?
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
you're
what
gonna
happened.
blast me right in the
Jesus
face.
Christ.
Do you want it lower?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
like-
my
Oh,
god.
this is gonna suck.
I don't know.
Lord.
I don't know what's gonna
Why are
happen
you
here.
doing this?
Cause he's a fucking terrible
Hang on,
person.
you gotta-
Do you want?
gotta
Should
give
we
my
not
cup
do
one.
it?
That's gonna
Well,
rip
not
me out.
from 3 feet away. You shouldn't do it.
Do it.
Fuck you.
Gotta get out of the way of it.
You of all people who don't like loaded weapons.
I just don't want to lose an eye. That's all
Sure.
I'm just
Like
do it from here.
for the throat.
Nah, don't hit me in the throat either. Just
I
don't
just
hit me in the
have
face.
God.
Don't hit me in the face. Hit me down here.
Hey, grab that gold pan so we can get on. Okay, he's moving
Dude,
away.
can I put the gold pan in front of my face?
There you go. Do that. No,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
much
yeah.
safer.
It's
Lindsay,
not
you should probably get away from behind Michael. That's not a good idea. Not a good place to
Get
be.
the child out of the way.
Save the iPad.
I mean, the iPad's gonna be fine. You're still standing in the stupid spot. Go over there.
Go over there.
Over
She
there.
grabbed it, went immediately back
Over
behind
there.
you.
Keep going. There
All
we
right.
go.
Okay,
All right.
this is gonna, it's gonna deflect and hit us.
Just don't
what's
blast
gonna
me in the
happen.
face. I'm watching the
Where's-
camera so I can
Where's
see it.
something
The
we can
screen.
find it?
I'm nervous. I'm so bad at doing this.
Now I feel fine.
Oh my god.
Really glad I had the fucking plate.
Holy shit! Wow, that was amazing.
Jesus.
Did that skip right off?
Where'd it go?
Oh my god.
That way, I think.
It was so forceful.
Good thing I grabbed the plate. Oh my god.
I'm gonna hit him in the throat.
Was it actually a perfect like ding?
I don't know. I was just
I don't
all
even
of a
know
sudden
where
I
it
was
went.
wet.
Everything happened too
I
fast.
could have been dead.
We're gonna need playback on
Yeah,
it. I
can
don't
we
know
have
what
can we have
happened.
playback?
That could have been bad.
Let's get someone to make a
Dude,
GIF.
shout out again for the plate.
Someone on Twitter make a GIF so we can look at that.
We'll stop recording and just rewind the tape.
Jesus.
That was
Christ.
It smells
annihilated.
great.
Yeah, it smells like grapes.
It's fruity.
God, you could have died.
Dude, I would have lost something.
Why don't I ever think anything through?
That should be your resolution
Oh,
for
dude, nice
2017.
shot though.
What's the name of your bio?
I'm usually pretty bad when I'm trying to hit people
Is that how
in the
you
face.
serve champagne? By the bottom of it?
Yeah, he's being fancy.
There you go.
Usually there's like a napkin wrapped around it and shit. That's how the waiters do it.
And a sword or something.
Usually,
Yeah, there it is.
the people Gavin pay are usually this classy. I think there's something in there.
There you go. A couple more for you.
His pour was the best one.
Shocking.
Yeah. Well, he didn't go as fancy with his. Well, thanks for the iPad. Hey, by the way, good thing you took it off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call on that.
It's as though Lindsay
right.
knew what was about to happen.
Can I get a few for the crew?
I mean, you can get it
yeah.
yourself.
I can. But Gavin's
Also,
boring.
you know, I'm
I'm not above pouring.
I'm gonna
I think
drink
I'll do
more
it.
than one.
Yeah,
That mean we're gonna fire another cork off?
Yes.
absolutely. Well, this time we got to shoot it at broadcast. Though.
I have 3 bottles.
What? Which is the cheapest lens?
Yeah, there we go.
Stop trying to break shit.
That one.
We can, yeah, there we go.
This one kind of got shafted. Hold
Oh,
on.
that's alright.
Oh, what the-
Hey, thanks for watching and listening to the Off Topic Podcast
Yeah.
end of the year celebration.
Audio here.
Let me describe
A
the set
little
to
bit
you.
more.
There's some streamers. They're black and white.
Black and white streamers.
For some
Honestly,
reason.
For
I
celebration,
think we had leftovers from Halloween.
we're mourning the year.
Well,
I
let's
think.
I
for
can't
that.
complain. I didn't plan anything.
Does anyone
so.
listen to this one?
You know what?
I'm sure there's
And
some.
I saw that a lot of people are saying this because we've mentioned how visual heavy it was, especially with the helicopter.
The last one, yeah.
Got a lot of truckers that were like,
Yeah.
fucking love listening to this podcast. Like, they just drive cross country. Then a lot of people were like, yeah, I don't drive, and I just sit at home and listen to the podcast.
Okay.
That's
but-
pretty cool.
I'm always amazed when you see those in like a fail compilation. You'll see a dash cam of someone getting T-boned or something. They're always listening to the damn RT podcast.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
People
I've
are like
never
driving along.
Or it's
I'll
like
hear-
Gavin talking. He's like, no,
I'll hear my
no.
voice being like, "Oh, I'm an idiot."
That's
Like,
amazing.
so, actually, maybe you're causing some of those. Is that an issue?
You're
The-
attracting morons to their vehicle.
The one car accident I got into, I was listening to the RT podcast.
Are you
back when I was
serious?
10, yeah.
What happened to your car?
I accidentally rear-ended a guy, but I hit his spare tire. I just crinkled the front of my hood, and he
So
was
you
fine.
just weren't looking where you're going?
I was
Yeah,
in a car.
he went. We were at an intersection. He went. He had to slam on his brakes because some guy cut him off coming the other way. So then he stopped abruptly, and then I stopped abruptly, but I didn't come. I wasn't quite paying attention, so I hit the back of his tire.
Too busy listening to the
I got into a
Yeah.
car accident with Michael. That was fun.
Really?
Remember that? That was early on.
Was that a rental?
Yeah, it was a rental car that I didn't
remember
have
that, yeah.
insurance on. Last time I ever did that.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So how much did that cost?
It ended up being about $500.
Oh, that's not bad.
But initially they charged me
That
like
could have been so much worse.
Initially they charged me like $2,500, and they listed off all this shit like on the side of the car and the back, and I'm like, all I did was slide into someone and the bumper came off. Like, I don't know, what is all this stuff? And I disputed it, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then they only charged me for like $500 to repair the hood and the bumper.
Oh, you're
But
right.
and thankfully
so bad.
the woman who I hit, she's like, oh yeah, it's fine. It'll just buff out. And I was like, okay, cool. So
So if you do total a rental car without insurance, do you just have to buy them a car?
I don't know.
How does that work?
The car we had was a piece of shit too. So it was like it's just cheap.
I had
as
like
shit,
it had
yeah.
like a corpse trunk though.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Like a nice big trunk space.
Yeah. Like when you made a comment, like as soon as we got it, like it was like a drug trunk. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you could fit a couple of bodies and some cocaine in there.
Were you in the passenger seat?
Yeah.
Were you like this on your phone, and then it was just like?
Yep.
think he was
pretty,
driving?
Pretty much.
I think instinctively I actually did the driver
He
arm
went like
grab
that,
thing where
pretty sure
I stopped him.
I would just
Oh, you
remember
didn't
Jack
stop
coming
short?
at me, and it was like,
I don't think that helps.
no, I
when
don't
you-
think it
when
does
you
either.
put your arm
It
Also,
doesn't.
my glasses
It
were
doesn't.
flying off
It's
too.
so
So my glasses
sticky.
were too wide at times.
That's
so
the
we
Frank
stopped and
Costanza
and this
move
went
right
right
there.
off, which was great.
I was in a car accident with my family once, and my sister's shoes flew off.
Okay.
Where were her shoes initially?
Yeah, where was her? Like, how was she sitting?
Yeah.
It was too big for her. She was like 6 or something.
Or her
like,
feet like dangling. Off
Yeah,
the
like
seat?
she was small.
Okay,
And
that
we
makes sense.
stopped, and like my dad's glasses flew off, and they smashed on the inside of the windscreen. And then we were on the way back to England, and we landed at night. And he was driving us home from the airport, but because his glasses had smashed off, he had to wear his prescription sunglasses at night. And he was just like, what? It was pretty funny.
Do I still dress like your dad? Sometimes.
No, he doesn't wear any Achievement Hunter merch.
Okay, but not today. But usually, like,
would you like to smell the cork, sir?
usually when you see me at like some kind of like formal like party or some kind of like work thing, when I'm dressing
Yeah.
up nice, you say like
Similar
I still dress
fashion
like your
sense,
father.
for sure.
Oh well.
Way to bring the conversation down,
It's
Andy.
just sticky over here.
I'm already ready for 2017. I feel like it's the new year already.
I mean, it's darn close.
Although, you know, I just heard
2016 still out there though.
that this is a leap year for the leap second.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is it?
not a leap year for
Oh.
the year, but
So there
it's
is
a
no,
leap
there is,
second
there is no
year.
29th of February. So what are you talking about?
well, it means that at midnight, at 11:59,
Yeah.
59 seconds, instead of becoming midnight, it becomes 20. It becomes.
You got it. You got it. You
Wow.
got it before
So
11.
we've learned
11:59.
that much alcohol gets Gavin.
I keep thinking in the 24-hour
He
clock.
explained it perfectly earlier.
It will go 11:59, 59, 11:59, 60, and then it'll go midnight.
So
So
they add,
extra
so
second?
this
Yeah.
is the leap second year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not next
To
year.
which
Okay.
I said, boy, that's a hassle to reset all your clocks.
Yeah.
Which means that
Did
2016.
you see that on your phone happening or no?
You should, if you can see the seconds, and if it's like linked to the.
I won't.
world.
I'll forget because I'll probably be.
Well, I
drunk,
mean,
but-
nobody's gonna be there at New Year's instead of celebrating
I will.
and being like,
Be like,
watching
hold
the
on,
TV.
hold on.
They'll
Or
be like,
fireworks or alcohol.
maybe they will. Anyway, this year will
Can
last.
watch Kathy Griffin grope Anderson
Slightly-
Cooper this year again, like every year. Just so uncomfortable to watch.
So much fun. Kathy Griffin and Anderson Cooper are
I
national treasures.
hate Kathy Griffin.
You hate Kathy Griffin?
Hate Kathy Griffin.
Why do you hate Kathy Griffin?
Because she's annoying. I hated her most when I saw her on Seinfeld, but I know that's just her character. But she's just like she's just as obnoxious.
Who
in,
was
like,
she in
interviews.
Seinfeld?
She was a comedian that Wasn't that? Am I talking about?
I'm pretty sure she was in Seinfeld.
Yeah. She was the comedian that would always bash Jerry Seinfeld. It was towards the end of the series. Yeah, I just hate her. She's a redhead woman. I know.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Also, to explain, he hates a lot of people for no reason.
Irrationally.
Yeah,
Irrationally.
You made the mistake of asking why. And normally he just says, "Because I do."
You just have like a list of people.
Pretty
There's a
much.
lot of people that I
Scratch
just
them
don't
off,
like.
okay.
Yeah. Kelly Kapoor from The Office.
You know,
Specifically,
Caitlin?
no, Kelly Kapoor.
Oh, really? Not
Just
many
the
Caitlin.
character. Just the character.
Okay.
Just the
So like,
She's
he'll
supposed
watch
to
the
be.
episode. He's like, "I fucking hate her. I hate her."
Why did our TV go off?
Was it on?
Did 2016 claim another victim?
No, I mean, probably
Yeah.
just saving energy, right?
It's usually on the whole time, right?
Tom from The
Yeah,
Office.
maybe they
I know they're
forgot.
both Indian, but it
Tom's
has nothing
not
to do
on
with
The
it.
Office. He's
from
he's
Parks and Rec. Yeah, they're both Indian, but that has nothing to do with it.
Just make that clear, just so you know.
I just think they're both annoying characters.
Get that out of the way.
Why don't you list
All right.
two Indian characters that you love?
Yeah.
Just even it all
I like
out.
the guy from Slumdog Millionaire. That was a good movie.
Something Patel. What's his
Patel?
name?
Dev Patel.
Dev Patel.
Dev
Yeah.
Patel. He was good.
Can you name 2 other movies that he's in?
I know
Patel?
that he was in the Newsroom, the TV show.
That's not a
and
movie, but
and he's
okay.
in the movie that just came out called The Lion.
There
or
you go.
Lion.
That one
And
about the train station.
is he not in The Life of Pi?
I don't know if he's in Life of Pi actually.
Okay, that's not being racist. That's just me being.
Just get it all out
Yes.
there. It's a, dude,
Right.
I mean, you just get it all out. The new year's about to start.
Yeah,
No,
no, we're
It's
just
behind.
Just
you know?
spill all that racism out right
Andy
now.
7.0. I
All
don't know
that
which one I'm
not
on, but
racist.
All
we're
that
good.
not racism.
Yeah.
Get it out now.
good.
And
It's
then
not racist.
Next
It's just-
year, you
Sure.
don't even have to worry about it.
I mean, the only way you're gonna learn is if you ask questions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Just not usually on a live podcast.
Right.
Ask questions outside of that.
Okay.
So what are you like doing for New Year's Eve? I always, it's so overrated. It's the most overrated night of the year. It's like, be great at New Year's, do everything. It's just like, I would much rather sit at home and watch TV.
Man,
Well, good.
I
'Cause a
won't.
lot of
Would you
people
watch
do
the
that.
ball drop if you were doing that, or would you just like watch something else and not care?
would you be playing like Fallout 4?
I'd be doing something else.
Really?
Like what I do is like times where I'm not like out with friends or doing it. If I'm just home alone, I'll just like play video game until like the last 2 minutes, and I'll watch the ball drop because I'm a loser, and then I'll go back to play video games. Which is what I do.
Nice.
Like, get all out
I
there.
like going out.
I'm throwing a party. So
Yeah.
you guys-
I mean, I'll go.
I'm celebrating.
I'll
Are
be
you coming
going.
over?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Just know that I would rather be playing Skyrim.
Well, if you want, we can set up the Xbox upstairs for you. You can look out the window of us in the street
I'm
shooting
kidding.
off
I'm gonna
fireworks.
have a good time. A house party is perfect, but when everyone, like when I was in England, everyone was like, "Yeah, let's go to Oxford, let's go clubbing." It's
Oh,
like I don't
fuck
want to
that.
be in cold Oxford on New Year's Eve. Like,
Yeah, being outside in a cold climate for New Year's is not fun. Like
Yeah.
the people who actually go to Times Square, it's like that looks awful.
Yeah.
See,
It
I
doesn't
want to
look
do
fun
that
me.
once in my life. I just gotta
Like
knock
a
it off.
bucket listing, I can
Yeah,
see that,
yeah.
but that does not look like a fun experience. If I'm honest.
I don't know. I mean, it's what you spend like 6 to 12 hours out in Times Square-ish area in order to get. out
Again,
there
it does
in time.
not sound like a fun experience to me.
Again, you do it once in your life.
they do
Like,
Yeah.
fireworks.
I think they shoot off some kind of fireworks. So
It's kind of hard to let off fireworks in New York City.
yeah, because I mean, you're gonna be over people no matter what. So
Yeah.
I would love to do Vegas for New Year's sometime because they light up the entire strip.
That
with
sounds
fireworks.
fun because it's
I
not
did
it's
that
not
once.
15 degrees
Yeah. How was that?
in Las
That
Vegas.
was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I love fireworks. I love fireworks. If you here's a super dorky nerdy thing. Shocking coming
No,
from me,
Jack.
right?
Fireworks.
If you're ever in Orlando, the Epcot fireworks at New Year's are like the most spectacular thing you'll ever see in your life.
I've heard good things.
It's I was working at the Disney MGM studio, or it's now Disney Hollywood Studios, and I went there for New Year's, and everyone after ours was done turned, and the Epcot ones were still going, and it's like they went on for like another 5 minutes. I was like, holy shit! And so
There's
anyway,
some
if you
good
can
fireworks
go
at
there.
Niagara Falls.
Are there
too.
2 Epcots? Is there one in Florida and LA?
Nope, just one in Florida.
Okay, just the one in Florida.
Orlando's got Orlando's got Disney World, which is Magic Kingdom.
That's the biggest one,
The Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Epcot.
Right.
And then California Adventure and Disneyland are in Anaheim.
Okay, yeah, because I've only been to the Florida one. But they made Epcot into the Death Star, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
turned the
With
dome
projections.
sphere thing, yeah. I was like,
Damn,
oh,
I
God.
just cleaned
Can
everything.
I have the plate?
Here, just-
Oh, we got a replay.
Oh, Jesus.
Ding!
Look at the plate
Damn.
shift. Here, just hold this.
Dude, look at that spray.
Yeah, that was good. All right,
These
well,
are the-
that's not ideal.
What have I got? Oh, I was holding it. I didn't even look at
What
it.
have I got?
We'll put a target on it for you.
How did you get so much spray out of it?
Well, I gave it a micro shake. You don't want to go nuts because it will blow off.
It like slowly slipped out and
He
shot
gave a
too.
micro shape.
I'm gonna go behind Mike for this.
I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna go for the core.
Sort of
I'm not gonna go for the mess.
Front it out towards the camera. We can deflect into the camera and break
Watch your
something.
fingers.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that
Well,
was
it's good. It
that
went
one
right
wide
over your
open.
head. It's gone forever. It just took off.
Yeah,
That came out way sooner than I was. I was still lining up the shot, and it just came out.
Dude, we didn't even get a shot of that. It was so quick.
My bad. I didn't want to make another mess though. Jack's found it. He's tracked down the bullet.
He got it.
Jack's tracked down the bullet.
It landed by the.
Dude, I already kicked her in the
RT
face
podcast
once.
set.
Sorry.
Is your New Year's resolution for 2017 to be kick Mariel in the face slightly less than the end
Yeah,
of this year?
I'll kick her less.
Wait, how'd you kick Marilyn in the face?
She was laying on the floor.
She should have been standing there. Oh.
In the Resident Evil 5 immersion, she was down on the ground,
that's right.
and I couldn't see anything, and I accidentally kicked her in the face. Sorry.
Was that your favorite part of immersion this year, kicking Mariel in the face?
It was, I mean,
It's up there.
top 3,
you go.
probably.
What was your favorite immersion experiences this year, Michael and or Gavin?
I don't know. They were all so good. Surgeon Simulator might be
Yeah.
my favorite. They were all really fucking
There was.
good.
I can't decide between Destructibles, Resident Evil, and Surgeon Simulator.
think-
they were all so fun to do.
Yeah, I think Surgeon Simulator, I'll say, just because it was incredibly fun and the whole thing was just fucking impressive. That, like, how well it worked.
I
You know,
like
like,
the-
Destructibles was fun for the most part. It was just like, hey, idiots, go break everything in that room, which was awesome. But, like, there wasn't that much science behind it, you know, as far as, like, the working body and the pumping blood and, like,
Yeah.
all that shit. That was awesome. Like, that was really
and I also
impressive.
like that because we don't let ourselves see things. The reaction that we have when we rip the sheet off is so real, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, it's so much worse than I thought it'd be." I love real stuff.
There's always like this, especially because now there's so many people on immersion, like on the crew, props, you know, like art department, you know, the director, like the production side. Every person is either like, somebody either wants to show you everything, or they're like, no, they can't see anything. They can't see anything.
Yeah.
But there's people that like don't even know. People will like wardrobe, you know, he'll just be like, oh, go give, you know, Michael this fucking shirt he's got to wear, whatever. And they'll be like, oh, you just want to walk through here? And I'll be like, no, I'm not going to go through there. I haven't been in there yet. We'll just like do our best to not look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like, immersion, we really don't do that many takes.
Yeah.
You know, we get in there, we do the experiment, we do whatever. And then if we have to get pickups, like, you know, oh, we need another shot, you know, or go back to when you were fucking around with the guts, like at this point, you know, we're going to get another angle of it. But for the most part, I mean, we generally do it once. Like even the basketball thing that you were in, the NBA Jam.
NBA Jam.
We didn't really do any pickups. We just like stopped every time somebody ate shit or was on fire or the ball went out. It's like just stop. They'd run back in, light the ball, and then we would just start again.
And an example of pickup is just like get better coverage of something that actually happened. Like in Hitman, when I put the poison in the glass, I guess I was blocking all the cameras.
Right.
So I had to do that again just so they could get closer of it going in. It's like that kind of stuff.
Which-
It's not like reaction stuff.
Right.
yeah.
Which and the best thing about immersion too is we like ad lib everything anyway. So even if we do a pickup, like we say something different. You know, it's always like we just do whatever the hell we want. It's probably one of the favorite. It's easily like one of the favorite things that I do here is immersion.
That NBA
It's
Jam one, that
fantastic.
was my first real sort of actual immersion that I'd been a part of, as far as like being in it, and that was awesome, dude. That was so much fun.
We got destroyed.
Yeah, we did a little bit.
And
a
I'm
little bit.
disappointed. I had one like pump fake that Michael was guarding me, and Michael's went sailing, and I was like, oh my! And then I dribbled and just like banked it off the bottom of the rim. I was like, oh, so disappointed.
It was
Fake.
so
Is that
hard
a
to see in
basketball
those.
term?
Yeah, so that's when you go up like you're gonna shoot, and so someone jumps to try to block
Oh,
it.
you fake them out.
Exactly. So you
Oh.
pump, and then when they're in the air, you dribble past them, and then you
Got
go
it.
try to do a layup.
Which is great because Jack doesn't even have to really do that. He could just shoot it over me. He's already like 3-4 inches taller than me, so it's me like jumping as high as I can, and Jack's like, I just sailed
like,
Well, the
past
thing
him.
is, you
you're
guys
here?
were just like y'all were full on like just tackle.
Sure,
It's kind of like
sure.
I'd be like trying to dribble, and it's just like oh.
Well,
it's like, oh, shit,
you guys
okay.
got there after Gavin and I had been there for a few hours, and that is essentially all that Gavin was doing. Like I was dribbling the ball at one point, and he like punched it through my legs and then shoved me over.
You know that I blame Will.
Yeah,
The live action king of live action.
King of Light, is that what he is?
We were playing for a while, and he was like, "I'm not seeing any, foul play." And I was like, "It's a good point. We are like abiding by the rules of basketball. I'm just gonna start slapping."
I
and
missed
tackling."
that. It literally became like we're just like I don't even know what the fuck the
moment
face-off
it-
is called.
the
when you
moment it-
start.
That's it.
Well, it's like we didn't even have the tip though. We didn't even do that.
turning
We would
moment-
just start at the half court.
Oh, okay.
The turning moment was when I shoved it through your legs. I like nutmegged you
Oh,
and then
yeah.
shoved you. That was like, he talked to me right before that start. So
Yeah,
from that
which I
point
was
on-
like, what the fuck? Like, he just like, I'm dribbling the ball, and then like I just get thrown onto the ground. The next time, like, Gavin took it back to court, and I don't remember if the half court, I don't remember if I started, he started, I was like, that's what we're doing? We literally like started, and I just fucking pushed him as hard as I could, and just like shoved him onto the ground.
Yeah.
Then you guys got there and became just like fucking scrappy. We were crawling all over the place.
Man, I wish I could explain how difficult it was to dribble with those things, because we basically had oven mitts on. Like, you had 2 fingers. It was like your thumb and pointer and the rest of your fingers there. And so like trying to dribble and having any sort of grip on those things was a huge.
And as
pain
time
in the
goes on,
ass.
all the sticky crap gets stuck on them. So if you
Yeah.
do this, it's like,
yeah, trying to like rip your hands apart and stuff. But it was a lot of fun.
what are we gonna
really
do
good
for
time.
the next season? It's
Dude,
gonna
I'm
be
looking
chaos.
forward to it.
Man,
I wonder if we'll be in it.
Better be.
I mean, we had
I demand it.
a pretty wavy ride through season 3. Like,
Did we?
I was a scientist for a bit.
Well, you're
and
a
then-
schmuck.
And then you weren't in one, and I wasn't in one.
Ryan was. I was in one with Ryan.
Getting
And
ready to
fuck me.
recast.
And then of course immediately at the end, Ryan's like, "Let's switch sides."
And he was never in immersion again.
Goddamn right he wasn't.
Where is he today? He was here yesterday.
watching
he's
his
watching
kids.
his kids. Yeah.
It's like the week between Christmas and New Year's is the most half-assed
Like so
work
staggered.
week
Yeah, we
you'll
should
ever
mention
see.
that.
There's no one
There's
here.
no one. I can't
Except for-
believe we have a podcast.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Except for broadcast.
Broadcast is probably 2/3 of the company that's here.
We actually walked over yesterday to see if broadcast were going to be here for today.
Yeah, we had a conversation since no one was here, and you were like, "When are we doing the podcast tomorrow? Like normal time?" I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, I guess. Nobody asked me to shoot it early. They're usually pretty good about that. But I don't know. Nobody's here. Let's go check. We walked over here, and the set was here. I was like, I guess they know. We just left. We didn't even ask anybody. I saw the set here and just assumed.
So I took my vacation, like everyone kind of takes Christmas vacation, like around Christmas, whatever. I took mine early, so it was like leading up into Christmas. So I took like almost 2.5 weeks off when it was all said and done. And because like, and so, and also before that, I was talking with the guys over at Yogscast about they do a charity stream every December, and I was like, oh, like, yeah, like, we want you guys involved. I was like, okay, cool, like, let me set it up so I know I'm back so I can help run it. And so I'm like, we get back on Tuesday the 27th, because, you know, Christmas fell on a Sunday. We had Monday off, and like, the 27th, we'll all come back, like, from Christmas, we'll do this awesome charity stream, and then, you know, kind of finish off the year. I'm like, okay, cool, and we set it all up, everything. And then I came in on Thursday briefly, like, oh yeah, I see you guys on Tuesday for the stream. Like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. And then I left. I came in on Tuesday. No one was here. I literally checked the calendar. Every single person was out. And then I got excited because it said Michael and Lindsay were coming back. Like they'd be back that day. And I texted Michael. He's like, oh no, we're flying out today. I was like, fuck, okay. And then it was Ashley and Neil and me, and that was all of Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
That was here on Tuesday. And I was like, all right. So I did.
Did you hang out in the room with them or not?
No. I did a 3-hour charity stream by myself, which was me talking to the screen. And it was just like, oh shit! All right,
I would have loved that.
it was a nightmare. I'm not good at the solo stuff because it's like you have to keep
I work well off of
conversation
others
going.
as well.
And it's just like
He can go on for
Michael's a
hours,
god at
yeah.
that. Like Michael can talk to a brick wall for 6 hours straight
not
and
well,
make it
but I
funny
can
though.
do it.
But you're good at it. I mean, like I don't have that skill that you have, and so I try my best. And so we raised a couple $1,000s for their charity thing. They had like 6 different charities.
So
It
did
was
you
pretty
just
cool.
not bother asking anyone if they'll be here?
No, I sent it to Lindsay well before I left, and I was like, all right, making sure this is cool. She's like, yeah, it's fine. And I was like, all right. And then, yeah, so there we go.
She knew, that's because she knew you were gonna be here, Jack.
So anyway,
Yeah,
that being said,
I
next
was
time.
flying back from England that day. I
Yeah.
landed at like 5 or 6
Yeah,
p.m.
Ryan was out. He was taking care of his kids. Jeremy was still in Boston. You guys were flying back. You were flying back from England. So I was like, all right, shit. And so I did an hour of Battlefront because that was right after Carrie Fisher had passed away. So like I did a
Yeah.
Battlefront stream for an hour. Then I did Overwatch for an hour, and then I did Jackbox games for another hour. I made it work. So
Well done, you.
it was
you
tricky,
go.
man.
It's a good job you were there.
That's exhausting.
Did you get to play as Princess Leia at all while you were in Battle?
I did not.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I flew around in a TIE fighter a couple times
Nice.
and died a whole lot.
I need my wings in that game. I'm only good in the sky.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Jeff too. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He was great.
that's actually one of the few games I'm actually decent in. I'm better at the Battlefield and Battlefront games
Yeah.
as opposed to Call of Duty.
Okay.
Like I like support and helping people out.
Yeah,
and
I'm-
playing as a team as opposed to lone wolfing it.
Pretty
Like,
much
I'm pretty
anything-
good at Battlefront.
Pretty much anything that requires you to shoot at people, I'm bad at. So,
Okay, yeah.
But I was like, we should do it.
No, I
just,
did pretty good.
Yesterday, Ryan was here, and we walked in, and you pointed out that it was the exact Cloudberry crew.
God.
So we may have played some yesterday.
we have.
I don't remember what's the last part we put out.
I think we're now 2 in the bank.
We are
No, I think we're
3 in the bank.
Yeah,
Three in
yeah,
the bank.
yeah,
We are
yeah,
3 in the
so-
bank. So
that
the last one I put out was
19?
19. We have 20 through 22 shot and done.
Dude, it's an emotional roller coaster.
And,
I don't know what level we're up to on 19.
19.
3 something. High 300s.
Well, let's see. We can do this
Low
backwards.
300s.
Well,
We don't play to,
I know. I'm not
we
gonna.
don't
I'm
want
not
to
gonna
tell
say it out
people,
loud.
but I assume
I think we're on 309.
it's probably in the vicinity.
I think we're on 308 or 309 in episode 19. So
320 levels.
320 levels.
Closing the gap.
Getting there.
Closing the gap.
Really 318 doable levels, and then the guys at Pony who make Cloudberry basically said the limiters, which they make it not just in crazy, insane, impossible, have been removed for levels 319 and 320. So
But I believe in Jack, though. He doesn't need limiters. Look at him. Have you seen the guy? He's the champion of the series.
I mean, we've seen it now. I don't know if it's come out, but the line that you follow with the ball just ends.
yeah,
Some levels, yeah.
yeah. We've hit a level now where like the line that you follow literally goes dot 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 and just vanishes, and it's like there's still level left.
So
and
the Jack's going along the ball disappears, and Jack just emerges alone into chaos.
and so yeah, it's tricky.
It's incredible, like to see the levels, like what we've gone through, how long it's been since we've started. At this point, it's not even like to give it away. In episode 19, you've got nothing left to ask Ryan what's in his house. You keep asking the same things
Yeah.
over and
You've
over
been
again.
repeating yourself.
It's impossible to
we
keep
have
track in
repeated
my head.
ourselves so many times.
Someone needs to make me a printout of everything I've
You
asked,
just
ever
need
talked
to
about,
look it
yeah.
over. Yeah.
and I'll just have that with me for future videos.
With checks and
Yeah, well, they'll all be checked, hopefully.
yeah.
I wonder if we'll finish Cloudberry 1 before Cloudberry 2.
Dude, I
gets
think we
created.
could. I think
One
we
of
could
us
do it.
leaves or gets fired.
I
Yeah,
think we
yeah.
could do it.
What level you want to know?
We're not going to say that out loud.
We're up to
okay.
like 308 as of like part 19. There's 320 levels.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
We'll be
308
close.
or 309. I should not.
Have you said what we're going to do for the end?
No, I don't. Maybe we've talked about it before, but we've talked about for once we
not
hit 319, having a day where we just stream Cloudberry Kingdom.
It
like
is now.
We start from like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. when I show up.
You've got to do that at the camera. It's making your eyes trip out. Do it straight. Look at his eyes.
So audio
exciting news.
It's the
Audio
closest you
podcast
can come
listeners,
to like
Michael,
the cartoon eyeballs popping out like a mask.
Michael was pulling his glasses off his face repeatedly back and forth, which
This is
made
an
his
audio
eyes.
listener
thank-
friendly podcast.
yeah.
Thanks for
Exactly.
listening to us while you're driving them trucks. Try not to crash so much.
You want to try it?
Sure. Let's go.
wanna see this.
Let's see. I don't know if it does it as much for me.
Yours is slightly on the piss. It's like pulling one of your eyes up.
It's just like your
There
head
you
is
go,
also
there you
kind
go.
of there you got it.
Andy,
I also appreciate your face that you're doing with
Yeah.
it.
Ooh.
Andy, your turn. It's the same.
Here, you can borrow
trying
mine.
to-
Here, you can borrow mine. Although I
there you
can't,
go.
I'm not gonna be able to see it.
Oh my god, they're so foggy.
They're foggy?
They seem foggy to
Now
me.
Andy's doing it.
Are they
mine
foggy?
are dirty as shit right now.
They seem foggy.
So
I couldn't see anything out those, so I guess maybe I don't need glasses.
That's not how it works.
Oh, it's not okay. Because I'm pretty sure I need glasses, but I really got excited when I wore those. I was like, I can't see a thing out of these, so
Wait.
maybe I'm good.
So your
how it
logic
works?
was
you can't
I
see
put-
with someone else's glasses.
Yeah.
You don't need glasses.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Yeah.
That's usually you walk into the store and you're like, "Can I have glasses?" And they're like, "Yep, here you go." And they
Like,
hand
oh,
it
can't
to
I
you.
know there's prescription
Must be
glasses, but I
fine.
assume that with what you have are prescription glasses, that if I couldn't see anything out of them,
Well, do you have
that I must be
stigmatisms?
okay.
That's the first question.
I have hyperopia.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I'm either near
It's
or
a-
farsighted.
I think
Wait,
that was
what
the
do you
sequel to
have?
F-Zero.
I have a
actually.
stigmatism in each eye.
Astigmatism.
So are each lens
Stigmatism.
is different?
Oh, just
are the
stigmatism?
lenses different?
Yeah, I have a stigmatism.
Oh, I thought it was astigmatism.
Is it? I don't know. I'm stupid. I don't know.
I don't know either.
So
I think it's just stigmatism.
Oh, okay.
Like I have a stigmatism, but I could be
No,
wrong.
it's an
okay.
astigmatism.
There you go.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
wear a white suit with a white helmet?
No.
what does that mean?
All right, for audio listeners now Gavin was making a face and drinking his champagne, and Jack slapped it right into
I tried to
his
knock
own
it out of your
face.
hand. And you
It was
held
even
on to it.
better. It was into his own face.
Here you go, Gavin.
God, that was abrupt. That took me.
That was awesome.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, my heart rate must have shot up.
Oh no, your suit.
You want
Can I get a refill?
Here, I'll get you some more.
Yeah,
It was a Top Gear joke.
no worries.
The steak. That's what
Oh,
I'm
I
going
didn't
for.
even catch it.
Yeah, and you're the Top Gear guy. You suck.
So no, it's the Grand Tour now with the
It's a different
American.
show.
Have you watched Grand Tour?
Not as into it as I was with the Top Gear, if I'm honest.
I watched the first two, and then
It's just
remembered
too
that Top
scripted.
Gear wasn't great when it ended anyway.
I like Top Gear when it ended. It was still scripted, but it was less like obvious.
Top
And-
Court.
Top Court.
Yep. Top
Just
Court.
like-
Keep pouring them, Jack.
Top Gear is
Damn,
great
we're out already.
on like YouTube clips, or it's like I can watch the Reliant Robin over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah, that's a
that's
good
great, you know. Or when he's in when they're in like South Africa and he's talking about like taking malaria pills, and he's like, I think I forgot my pills.
Yep.
If I was a woman, I'd be pregnant a lot. Like that shit's funny, but it's like you realize that's like one clip out of a full show of like 30 shows they did. It's like okay, so they're not all gonna be.
Yeah, there's a lot of the specials are good, but a lot of the
specials are
regular
great.
episodes are kind of.
My favorite one was
But-
when Mindy Kaling came on.
Oh, why was that?
I don't think she was ever on the show. I'm just
it'd be
fucking
an
with you,
odd
Andy.
guess.
Are they still making real Top Gear, like original Top
Yeah,
Gear?
Chris Evans got fired, but other than that,
Yeah,
they're still
Is-
making it
is
with
LeBlanc-
Matt LeBlanc is still
was
doing
good
it.
on it. I only
Matt
watched the first
LeBlanc,
one.
and then there's some. I think there's like another black presenter that they put basically on their YouTube channel, but I guess the fans responded to him well, so I think they're gonna bring him on to he did like a YouTube exclusive show.
It's honestly, it's kind of a shame that Grand Tour did so well and New Top Gear did so bad. Like, it's obvious it's going to happen.
Right.
But considering that he got fired for like lamping someone in the face
Yeah.
and is then like rewarded on just somewhere else for doing the same
Yeah.
thing,
BBC. Whoops.
it's kind of shady.
The beginning of the Grand Tour was great. How they had him like exiting the BBC. Yeah. And then he just like goes to America. That's pretty funny.
He did punch a guy in the face. Kind of extreme.
Well, didn't Chevy Chase punch Dan Harmon in the face on the set of?
I thought he got fired
The
for being
Office.
racist. I mean,
Did he?
you mean Community?
I thought there was a scuffle of some nature. Oh yeah, of Community, not The Office. Yeah, and then like I guess they kind of rekindled, and then he came back a couple times in the later seasons. So he like
Don't be hitting people. Get a hold of yourself.
On the topic of Chevy
make
Chase, that guy aged horribly. He does not look
I
great.
mean, he's old.
Like I just
Chevy
couldn't-
Chase is gonna come on this podcast and punch you in the
like
face.
that's fine. Bring him on.
I'd like to see that.
I'll
You
fucking
tell that
deck
old
you,
man.
old
I'd
man.
like to see
Yeah.
you fight Chevy Chase.
He's so old. I'd be
No,
alright.
I didn't
Yeah.
say you would not be all right. I said I'd like to see it. Is all
Yeah,
I
he's
said.
Cool though.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
but that
got
means
some
he'll
length.
just fall. He has like
Yeah.
longer to fall.
Dude,
Nah,
Chevy
he's
Chase,
got-
I'll fuck you up. Bring it on. All right. Okay.
Yeah, 2017, wherever you are, come here to the Off Topic podcast, and
love-
Andy will fight you.
I like you a lot in the vacation movies. Christmas Vacation still a staple in my house every year.
Let's.
That was
see.
from 1989. He aged terribly. He looked pretty good in that
What
movie.
age? Nobody ages.
He looks
excellently.
exceptionally horrible.
Jesus.
All right, we'll see how many celebrities you can fight in 2017.
All right.
Let's get some younger celebrities. Let's get Zachary Levi back on. I want to see you fight Zachary Levi.
don't
Talk
think
shit
I
about
can do that.
Flynn
I want
Rider.
to see you
I don't wanna do
fight.
that. I
I
don't
want
wanna
you
talk
to
shit about
fight
people that
John Krasinski.
There you go, John K.
Ooh, after 13 hours, that would be kind of rough.
Yeah, he's looking
He
pretty
got,
good.
He got pretty buff.
He's looking pretty good.
Let's get Chris
nowadays.
Pratt to beat the shit out of
Oh,
him.
dude, Chris
Oh,
Pratt. he'll
I would
rip
do
you
that
in
just
half.
to be in.
Start
just to be on
tweeting
camera.
at Chris Pratt.
This is like,
Is
I'll
that
fuck
Pratt,
you up.
Pratt.
Yeah, yeah.
Will you fight Andy?
Yeah, come on our podcast.
Will you
and
fight Andy as Andy from
From
Parks
the-
and Rec?
I could fight. Well, no, probably not even that.
No, you're gonna be Andy from Parks and Rec. and
You'll,
he's gonna,
because
he's gonna
okay,
be
yeah.
Star
he doesn't
Lord.
look like him anymore, but you kind of look like Andy from Parks and Rec.
Towards the later seasons or no?
No, earlier.
Okay.
Season 1.
Good try.
Dude, just give me a little bit. I've been doing good. Just give me a little
Soon
bit.
you're gonna have your
Yesterday
own
was a-
kid to live in.
Yesterday
when we kick
was-
you out of our house.
Dude, after 9 months, I'm finally moving out.
Andy's moving out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, move in
You
January
packed?
2nd.
Oh,
No.
where are you going?
Well, he's taking
Tell
his
us where
time.
Yeah.
Where's your address of your new place?
It's an apartment complex somewhere near Austin. I'll tell you, it's a 6-minute drive from the office. So
That's
it's
not
pretty
bad.
good. Yeah.
You're already giving them
You've
too
just
much
given away a
information.
radius.
Yeah.
Is that too much information?
People are like, I'm closing in.
Yeah.
Just be like, I live in the same complex as John Reisinger.
Yeah.
Let's start giving out.
God, I hope
information.
not.
I don't know where anyone lives.
Good.
I know where you live. I know where you live.
Yeah, I know where you live.
someone.
I know where Jeff lives. That's about it.
I know where you live.
You did go to my
I do know. Yeah, I know where you live.
Need to think about
Are
it
you at
for a
his
second.
house?
Yeah, I went with you guys once to go see the cat.
No, kitty cat.
Sure. Did it bite you?
I think we were coming home from the ranch one time. We dropped him off. Then
That makes sense.
Then we stopped in and we saw the cat.
What did the
Probably
cat say?
like you guys ran in to see the cat. I
And
probably
you waited in the car. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was exactly what happened.
It was like,
And I
"Let's
think
see
and
the
I think
cat."
and I
I'm
think
like,
Lindsay said that she'd be in and out, and then she took too long, so then you came in and said, "Let's go," and that was how.
I remember
that,
Jeff
Makes
for a
sense.
while was like, man, I haven't seen a new house yet when it was newer. Lived there like a year now. And we finally we went out for bevs and he dropped me back at home and I was like, oh, you finally see the house. I was like, you want to come in? He's like, nah. Just kidding. All right.
Do you still have your other house too?
Yeah.
So you've had 2 houses for over a year now?
Yeah.
You've got a shitty realtor, is what that is.
do you have a realtor? Mm-hmm. What are they doing?
Do you still have stuff in the house?
They know they make money if they sell it, right?
I think the realtor might actually be living there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
He
true.
just doesn't. I don't know, I'm trying.
It's a realtor and a family of raccoons. It just lives inside your old house.
At first I wanted to keep it for a few more months so I could film some more videos because we had some videos that I can't shoot at the new place.
Mm-hmm.
Filmed them and then just it never sold.
Like slow-mo shit in the backyard? Is that what you usually
Yeah.
do? Okay.
Is it still on the market right now? Like, could I go look it up online?
I'm probably going to rent it out, take it off and rent it out.
Start leasing it?
But to answer your question, yes.
Okay, yeah.
It might not be. It might already be off.
But you're not sure.
How do you not know? That's,
It's in someone else's hands.
Someone else's very incapable hands.
yeah.
As it still sits there.
As
And
you
there's
pay 2
raccoons
mortgages
infesting it.
for no reason.
Well, a raccoon was there.
What happened? Didn't like something fucked up with the roof or something?
Caved in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is kind of fucked
Big
up.
one.
Yeah.
Whereas I couldn't remember if that was your house or not.
Once you move out of a house, you don't go there very much. And then I went in after countless storms, and just like one of the ceilings had just come down.
Like upstairs?
Like,
in-
seriously, like caved into the house? Like, you could see the sun
Yeah.
from inside?
No, I guess water had leaked through the roof, and then the attic floor had caved into the house.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
and no one will buy it.
part of the
Aren't
selling
your-
issue.
Aren't your stairs also
Have
a
you
death
repaired
trap?
it? Have you repaired it yet?
It failed a lot on the inspections. It
old is
turns
the
out
house?
it's
you-
from the 60s. It turns
Also,
out that
but the thing is, like, you
stairs-
lived there for like a year.
Yeah.
Didn't it fail all those things when you moved in?
Oh, it failed them, and then I bought it.
Okay.
You're
got
like,
it.
"I'll
I
get it
needed
done."
a house.
Do you have the same realtor that bought the house as trying to sell the house?
Yup.
So this guy's an asshole. You realize that, right? You have a terrible realtor.
He's looking for another sucker. And he
Yeah.
hasn't found one
He's like
yet.
some like,
So,
no
and
other
honestly,
moron in Austin would buy this house.
He's waiting for more foreigners to come and sell him this house.
I liked it. I like living there, but like it was fine.
'Cause it
Like,
was dangerous.
nothing happened bad when I was there. It's only since I left. But it did turn out that the stairs, I guess under the stairs, you meant to like
You have Harry Potter living
you
in there?
you seal it off so that it's flame resistant.
Yeah.
It was just wooden stairs, which means if there was a fire downstairs,
They would go
the
up in
stairs
flames.
would be on fire. And you wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
use them, which is bad
Are
apparently.
you supposed to have flame retardant stairs? Is that like a code?
I think a little bit. Like you
That
have
makes
like
sense.
5 minutes of
Like the house I grew up in.
Fire
is wood-
sealing.
Okay, like,
generally,
like the stairs
this,
that I grew
this
up on are just
will
wooden.
burn for an hour or so before it extends
Okay.
into the next section.
Another thing-
Otherwise, it just goes.
You're right.
House
Yeah.
That's why you make
fire.
the stairs out of asbestos.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
That was wrong with the house. This is great for anyone who's
People love this
buy
shit.
it.
People need to know.
It's gonna burn.
There were, I think 40% of the outlets worked,
It's not bad.
and you sort of remembered after time. But there were like twice as many switches than
Lights.
those that did stuff.
Okay,
Like all
yeah.
of the lights worked, and I could switch on everything, but there were just additional switches that did nothing, and I don't know what they do. And I still don't.
My house I grew up in, I hated it. Had like lights were operated on 2 switches, so sometimes off would be up and on would be down.
Well, if you have, yeah, if you
Simple
have
fix,
two-
simple fix to that. You open it up and you spin it 180 degrees.
I'm not an electrician, so I don't know how
It's
to do
not too
that.
difficult. Just kill your breaker.
I'm not an electrician, so
That's
I don't know how to do that.
I actually had an electrician come and look at some of the issues. I was like, could we get these outlets working? And you, as someone who worked for an electrician, might be able to tell me what this means. It was racist. He opened up the wall. He unscrewed it, he pulled it out, and he goes, "Yup."
I'm gonna guess. Just based on something someone would say, I'm gonna guess it was some. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Let Gavin
gonna
say this
quote
one.
this person, and I shook my head as he said it. He said, "Yup, this has got Mexican written all over it." What does that mean? He didn't explain what that meant.
That makes sense.
Did you try to sell him the house?
That's like day labor generally. Like contractor goes to Home Depot, hires guys for the day, generally Hispanic. You know, like you need a day laborer, you need an extra hand. Like, oh, I need help for a day carrying stuff, doing stuff, basic stuff. Tell a guy like, hey, do this, this, and this. You could hire an employee and go through all that trouble, or you could just go to Home Depot,
And hire
get
an
a day
SA.
laborer, and then they'll do the work.
Yeah.
That's generally the.
So someone who didn't know what they were doing most likely kind of screwed around with it.
But the Mexican connotation comes from.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's just.
Still,
It's a thing.
very racist.
Yeah,
very
a little
racist.
very
A little bit.
stereotypically racist.
Nice.
The guy was from Jersey.
And that's
What?
And that's your realtor.
Someone
right?
from the East Coast said that. What?
No, actually, the Mexican guy is his realtor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah, the guy was.
it's a
super-
stereotype, but it could be true. We don't know because he's still trying to sell the house.
Super East Coast.
Oh my God. So when are you buying a third house? Because you've
yeah.
had issues with this
That's almost
house too,
a
right?
monopoly.
No, there's nothing wrong with this house.
Oh, I think you had issues with your air conditioner or something. Your heater was out.
Oh yeah, it broke. Yeah,
That would be an issue, Gavin.
I forgot. No, it broke. Okay, it didn't actually break. There was some sort of it tripped some sort of thing, safety thing. Everything modern is like super safe and it turns off. So a guy came out to fix it. Didn't have any experience with this new style of heating air conditioning thing, and he removed a panel and took it.
You just took the
He
panel.
reset it and took the thing off, and there was just like an open flame in the attic.
All right.
The next, because then it went out, and the next guy was like, "You cannot run it without this panel on. You can't do that. There's like flames in here." The first guy basically just stole part of my unit, and then we had to get whole. Yeah, it was a whole.
How long was the flame exposed to just the house?
A couple of days. I don't know. Whenever the heat came on.
There's just like squirrels up in the attic roasting marshmallows over your open
You just
flame.
never know. You never know you're getting someone good. Like the guy will
Don't.
the guy will go up the ladder. He'll go, yeah, here was your problem. This, and this, and he walks out. It's
People
like
are
that
full
guy
of
had
shit.
no idea what he was
Yep.
doing, and he stole part of the house.
Yeah.
You can't just take
And you
stuff.
paid him, right?
People suck.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
costs like $150.
That's not a bad.
I
Not bad
would-
to get ripped off.
I
though,
could have
for
kicked it in
$150.
half for free,
Yeah.
and I paid someone to do it.
Yeah, but $150 isn't bad.
Someone on
Could
Twitter
have taken
says
you for $1,000.
someone on Twitter says you should sell Gavin's house in the artsy store.
It would probably,
Like shit his reviews.
Yeah.
it would move.
It'd be like, get a shirt, a poster, a house.
It would probably at least still get a
and
3-star rating on the site,
yeah.
or 3 Rooster Teeth.
You
whatever
know,
the
if you
hell
buy
it is
Gavin's
now.
house, we'll throw in a free set of Achievement Hunter coasters.
You'll get a free shirt.
I will furnish it myself
There you go.
with Achievement Hunter products. I'll put a shower curtain in every shower.
Wow.
You'll-
You get
you'll-
the
Do
Do we
shower
have
curtain,
shower
the
curtains
blanket.
now? I need a shower
I think
curtain.
we do have shower curtains.
Too, yeah.
You can
I need a shower
You just get a
curtain,
bunch
so
of
maybe I'll just take
T-shirts.
that.
Get a bunch of Achievement Hunter T-shirts, soak them in gasoline, and put them under your stairs. So that way, it'll be good. So
streamline
that
the
way,
experience.
those will catch fire and not the stairs.
There is actually
That's how it
a
works.
partially burnt towel wrapped around one of the tree branches in my backyard.
It was before you bought it.
Nope.
As I'm assuming
Oh,
slow-mo
okay, it's
guys.
still there
Yeah.
now.
So we
Okay.
were hanging a big. It was when I was doing that video with Steve-O. We
Oh,
were
yeah.
hanging a balloon over a tree branch, but we didn't want the rubber to be against the sharp bark. So I wrapped a towel around the
So
branch. and
Steve-O's
put it
been
over
at
that,
your
but then-
house. That's
But
cool.
yeah, and then Steve-O set it on fire and it melted around itself, and I can't. I'd have to cut it down, but I just didn't do it. It's still up there.
That sounds like that would go to the property value. That
Yeah.
would increase it.
Free towel.
Like Steve-O
sure-
burnt this towel.
I want to take just an open house through your house someday, and it's like watch the realtor try to explain
What
stuff.
you
And be like,
need-
So have you checked the stairs? Oh, the stairs they're classic. They're retro design. What about this this towel that's on fire on this tree back here? Oh no, it's modern decor. It's really it's a French thing.
You need to stop trying to sell your house as a home to live in, and more as Gavin free memorabilia.
Yeah.
The
I
Gavin
think that's
free
the way people are
experience.
gonna
Like when
buy it,
That's
right.
funny for like a $50
Just
item.
open
this
it
is
like an
a-
exhibit.
I mean,
oh, there it
there's
is.
the shower curtain. You
That's gonna be my new shower curtain
there
in my
could be
apartment.
there could be like a billionaire that's like, oh, I'd love to own Gavin's house to go look at.
That's true.
Sometimes.
Well, it's like you see like the Home Alone house is on sale, or like the Goonies house, or something like that. It's big. Oh, it's Gavin Free's house. How many slow-mo guys videos were shot back here?
You just
how
need,
many millions of people have seen this backyard?
How much money did the parents of Home Alone have? They had like 1 billion kids.
They had a lot of
It's
money.
like they went on these big elaborate trips. Like how much money did
they
they
did
have?
well. They worked.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Don't
know
be
what they
jealous.
I'd really like a sequel where it's Macaulay Culkin again, but present day.
They kind of did something like that on YouTube. Where
Oh, really?
where he was like he was gonna go after Marv and the other guy.
He was like torturing people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with just Macaulay Culkin like drugged out and looked like awful. I'll fight him too.
He will probably come on here and actually fight you.
See,
so.
the thing is,
Macaulay Culkin.
I think
Andy
you
Blanchard
might
wants to fight you.
You might win, but he'd stab you.
I
He
know.
would bring a knife for sure. He'd
he's-
have like a toothbrush
Nah, he'd
carved
have
into
a
a
pot
shiv.
of paint. And
It was
Or
from a while ago.
Or a
but-
brick.
What's his band name? He's in a band like is it the Pizza?
Of course he's in
Experience
a
or something?
band.
It's
Yes.
something, it's something pizza.
Why
something.
wouldn't
Yeah,
Why
you're
wouldn't
right.
Macaulay
It
Culkin
is.
be in a band now?
It is
Of course,
some,
that
it
makes
is some
sense.
pizza related.
What is Macaulay Culkin's band name? Nah,
He
come
was
on.
wearing "Touch My
Siri
Awesome
never
Button" shirt
works.
before, like
Siri
so.
sucks.
So he's familiar with Rooster Teeth,
Thank
or
you.
he got
He's
it.
not.
He
He
got
got
a
a
Rooster.
free shirt.
He
Also
got a
on
Rooster.
Photoshop.
Probably from Goodwill,
Nah,
if I
he
know
got-
Macaulay
he got a
Culkin well.
shirt somewhere.
Oh, oh.
What I found on the
The
web
Pizza
for
Underground. Siri comes
The
in.
Pizza Underground.
The Pizza Underground. What's your band name gonna be, Andy? When you start a band?
I'll fight Macaulay Culkin.
Hey, celebrity, I'll fight you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good time for us to mention. We're talking about Macaulay Culkin. We're fucking idiots in that Hitman Let's Watch. We did a fucking holiday.
Oh, did you not know that was Marv?
We didn't notice it the entire video.
The
To be
webman?
fair,
surnames
to be
from
fair,
now.
it was like their regular names, but they both had like nicknames that had nothing to do with it.
Marv and what was the other one's
I don't
name?
remember.
The Wet Bandits.
Daniel Stern. I forget what his
Yeah.
name is. It's Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, but it's Marv and
Harry.
Harry.
Harry,
Okay.
that's it.
To be fair,
Well, Marv is-
it was
Marv is
further.
Daniel Stern.
It was further than 6 inches away from me, so I couldn't read it. Okay, that's my excuse. Ryan, I don't give an excuse, but it's so funny because like we talk about the elements of it so much. Like, why are there so many bricks? There's bricks everywhere. Why are there bricks? And it's like, oh, because Home Alone. It's all the bricks from Home Alone. Then you even make
Was
a
there
point.
a
You're
paint
like,
bucket or anything?
I don't think they were paint buckets, but like when we killed the guys, they like stole they had like a million things on them, like all garbage.
Oh,
and
really?
Gavin's like, they took everything. They took everything in the house. What would they even do with all this trash? Why would they take everything? It was like we talked about the characters so much.
Did they
and
leave
we,
the sink on?
We never. I don't know. I don't think we saw
That's the
any
Wet Bandit
sinks.
signature.
There were
I
the
don't think
Sticky
we
Bandits,
saw.
and then there were
yeah,
the Wet Bandits.
first there
Oh,
were the
that's
Sticky
right.
Bandits.
Yeah,
Wet
they were
Bandits
wet-
was the second
They were
one.
wet bandits then the sticky.
Oh, is that what it was?
Because they
I don't
flooded the
fucking
house
remember.
in the first one, and in the second one, he puts tape on his hand.
That's
shoves
right.
It in the charity box. And
And he gets all like the
That's right.
change
Okay, you're
out.
right.
Yeah. It's like
He's
pennies.
just like
and-
nicking people's
It's
stuff.
like pennies and nickels.
I bet there's flooded sinks in it, and we just didn't see them because they definitely did the Sticky Bandit thing.
I even made a reference to the wet bandits or the sticky bandits
You
in
did.
that heist intro where Jeremy blasted me in the face.
Yep.
That was the Let's Play Live
Oh yeah.
That was just
heist.
I
funny.
walked in like the day after that video came out, or the day the video came out, and you were like, "Well, we're idiots." So, yeah, it was Home Alone and the Hitman. I'm like, was it really? Really? And then like I watched 30 seconds of the video, and I'm just like this.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
I always like it when we're dumb. I felt extra dumb.
Dude, okay, so we just had the Star Wars animated, the Achievement Hunter animated.
See,
what are
that's
we calling it?
that's like dumb with
I
content.
think it's just called AH animated.
Age animated.
Yeah.
That thing is awesome. I've watched it like 10 times.
It-
It's so well done.
It enrages me.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, but it legitimately enrages me.
I watched it twice before realizing that Lil Jay's like in every shot. He's just super tiny. Like if you look for him, he's in the background of
I
the shots.
barely remembered any of it.
Was that from the Battlefront?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
Play?
Yeah.
It's because from Let's Play.
Because I remember browsing one of my subreddits r/Star Wars, of course. But I remember just like this A doesn't know anything. It was a clip from that Let's Play.
Nice. Was it?
How dare you?
And it was right before I watched them all, so now I feel extra dumb having like known.
What do you say?
I haven't seen
Somewhere far away, a good time ago, or something like that.
A long time ago, somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
Ages ago, somewhere else.
Yeah. Like they should put that at the front. It's like, oh my
They
god,
did.
that's so good. So we're gonna be having more of those things, right? Like more of the animations. Those are
Same guy?
good.
Pretty well.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Where do we find that guy?
He
It was
won the
a
contest.
It was an animation contest.
Yeah?
He or she won the contest.
I think it's a he.
Oh yeah. Okay. There you go.
I know a little bit
I
about it.
need more alcohol.
Yeah.
But before that, let's just check over here and check this.
Oh, what do you got?
What's
over-
on there?
What's on the iPad?
Michael?
Let's check this great thing out here so I can read this and then get even drunker.
All right.
But first, food is great. You know, New Year's is coming up.
Probably should have had some
You
food
know,
before
good.
drinking
you're
alcohol.
probably gonna be waking up like, what did I do last night? I'm so hungry. It's fine. You're good because you got some Blue Apron delivered. and I'll read it now. Not all ingredients are created equal. Fresh, high-quality ingredients taste better and are better for you, so it's important to know where your food comes from. For less than $10 per person per meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Choose from a variety of new recipes each week, or let Blue Apron's culinary team surprise you. Recipes are not repeated within a year, so you'll never get bored. Each Blue Apron meal comes with a step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe card and pre-portioned ingredients. Can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/offtopic. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/offtopic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Andy, you've had a number of these Blue Apron meals.
I have.
Quite,
Lindsay's a pretty good cook when
quite
she makes
tasty,
them.
right?
They're pretty good.
well, it's like you give the credit to Lindsay. I give the credit properly
To Blue Apron, yeah.
But, it makes her think she's a good cook.
Yeah.
It helps.
I mean, the kitchen's usually a fucking nightmare after the end of it, but
Yeah,
Other than
because
that-
of Lindsay, not Blue Apron.
no,
But
it's purely 100% Lindsay.
she
Blue
doesn't,
Apron's
she
fantastic.
doesn't necessarily take care when cooking. It's kind of like, oh, does this need a sprinkle of flour?
Flour everywhere.
Yeah.
Crumbs.
I always have to. I can never just make mess and then eat. I have to clean.
That's what I do.
as I
You
go.
progressively do
Yeah.
it. You do a little bit at a
I
time.
mean, that's
so it's
actually
not-
like 9 out of 10 times. It's like it's easy to do that because like you're doing one thing. All right, that's cooking. I'm doing nothing for like 5 minutes now. I'll clean this thing up, and then once that's cleaned up, I'll take the next thing out, take that off the stove.
See, I make spaghetti. That's my big thing, and I always make it where it's like I make my plates, and then I put the leftover meat in a little thing, and then you want to clean it as quick as possible because it's still
It
warm.
stinks, yeah.
Because if you leave it, let
it
it
flies
set,
right out.
Yeah, it'll get stuck in there, and it's like a nightmare to get out. So it's like, no, just go throw it in the sink, wash it off, boom, done.
Lindsay made spaghetti on Wednesday night. It's still on our stove.
Oh, is it really? I miss
Well, how
spaghetti.
do you just leave that there?
Well, she made it there, and no one's moved it.
So is it her responsibility to clean?
I mean, if she made it,
So is she
It's
go-
not the exact opposite.
what do you mean?
It's like if someone makes it, the people who eat it are supposed to clean
No,
the
fuck
pots
that.
and pans.
No, because she makes something like, every Blue Apron, and then that's it.
once in a Blue Apron?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. When you cook 2 Blue Aprons, fuck that. You want spaghetti, you make spaghetti, you clean the spaghetti.
All right.
Are we out of champagne already?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. We killed 2 bottles.
Oh.
We lost a glass or two.
I'm
to
already a
the
little
table.
drunk from it.
Well,
Yeah?
that's no
Really?
surprise.
Yeah.
You should get some beer.
I'm
then.
a lightweight.
Are you going
which
to
one,
Jack's?
Which one's the beer tap?
Here, let's
Yeah,
get some
I'll
I
go-
don't know yet, because Lindsay's parents are coming in for the
one's
weekend.
I don't
What's the
care.
beer tap?
Are you going to
I
Jack's?
don't know.
Third one.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll go.
Are you?
Put it in there.
I think so.
That's it, though?
I'm gonna go.
Go nowhere
Are they
else?
different now?
I guess so.
You usually make the
Where's the
rounds. Last
beer?
year we went to like 3 different.
Which one?
It's Let's Play. He's getting it.
Oh,
Went to
that used to be
Jeff's.
root beer.
Yeah, no, root beer was, it all changed. Don't worry
So
about
is
it.
this root beer now?
Well,
I don't know that root beer's even in there
There's only
anymore.
one tap
I
now?
think we just might have one.
that's a bit
I
frothy.
bought a keg for the New Year's party.
What'd you do?
I'm excited.
That's a little frothy.
Should be fun.
Do you have
Why'd
to
you do
stab?
that?
Do you have to stab the keg yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna go everywhere.
Yeah. So
Can I film that? Have you seen the videos of people trying to like pierce a keg? What's the name for doing that? Something a keg.
Piercing a
tap,
keg.
you tap it.
Tap a keg and then it's just like. I
Is
would
the
not be
keg
able to do
wood
it.
or metal?
Yeah,
It's metal.
You'd like hammer
Look
it
at
in.
that pour. That's a
That's
decent pour.
lovely.
Yeah, but unfortunately you did it in a screw attack class.
Oh, son of a
So
bitch.
that kind of taints
Well,
the
it's kind
whole
of sad
thing.
because 2016 took Screw Attack from us.
Kind of.
Not really.
It's still
They're still
there.
around. We
It's
still love
doing
Screw
great.
Attack.
Screw attack, game attack.
Death
They're
battle
all-
videos
they're
are all
attacking.
awesome.
Do we have a game
No,
attack class? Oh, the game
so-
attack class
Yeah.
looks nice.
Yeah, they actually are nice glasses.
Oh, we have Game Attack? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
I like the logo.
Look at that.
Um,
That's a nice looking purple.
that's a good logo too. I like their
Do you
logo.
want?
I like
you
it
don't
because
need
it's
I'm
the, it's
good.
the start
I
of my
would get
name.
Andy.
I could pour it.
Shut up.
GA, I guess. Okay, yeah.
taking the game?
If it was Jame Attack, it would be the
Yeah,
start.
that'd be nice.
You don't need to drink
Or-
yet.
or a
drink the
Gabe
champagne
attack.
first.
This is not champagne.
No,
That's-
it's beer, but you just poured it. So
I know.
You
Well, I
drink
could
that
I could
first.
pour it into a
No,
glass.
you won't though. You
Oh.
drink that first, then you get a big boy cup.
So-
Oh, it looks like we're running low here.
I
too.
bought a keg, and so the way it works, you buy a keg, but you have to put a deposit down for the keg,
Because you gotta give it back.
the metal thing, because you got to bring it back. A deposit down for the tap, which is like the thing that you know get beer out of it, and then you put a deposit down for the trash can as well. So I ended up spending like almost $300 on one keg, of which I'll get
Why
back
do you,
like
why do you
half
need a
of
trash
that.
can for the keg? I'm not picturing it in my head.
Okay, so you put a keg in a big rubber trash can, and then you cover it with ice. So
Oh,
that
okay.
way it keeps the whole thing cold,
Got it.
and then yeah. That's
So-
why. Have you ever heard the
As a
term
cooler.
"float the keg"?
That's what that means.
That's when it runs
Okay.
out of.
I haven't because I've never
empties.
been to a party.
Oh,
Yeah.
I invited you to the party. You got the email, right?
I did get an invite,
Okay.
yeah.
He just said he hasn't been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
All
not
right.
yet.
Well, you can help us float the keg because that makes it a lot lighter because those things are fucking heavy. So
Yeah, I'd be excited to see if that goes well.
yeah. Well, I figured because like everyone ends up bringing like a 12-pack of something and they don't finish it, or it's like I think Blaine last year brought like a 24-pack of like Miller High Life, had one and then it was just in my fridge.
And
There
then
you
did
go.
someone drink it 2 years later, float in the river?
No, I may have just put it in my car and just went down the street and found the first homeless guy I could and just gave it to him.
You gave beer to a homeless guy?
They usually
I was like,
want
Happy
that.
New Year. I'm like, I don't want this. And he's like, okay. And I was like, there you go.
Did you give him
Did
the
the guy
box
go,
with it?
Miller High Life?
Oh, he was fucking excited, man. He was pumped. He put it down and like put his jacket over it. 'Cause I was
What if he was like, I'm going to get a job tomorrow?
That's my New Year's resolution.
It's like the next person who gives me 50 cents, that's my bus ticket to go to the job center.
Then he gets 23
And he's like,
beers.
well, I'm getting fucked up.
How many cents do you get per can?
Like a
you were
nickel
per
if
bottle.
that.
I mean, do you get more for a bottle?
Probably. I think you get more for a bottle. I think you get like 5 cents
We don't
a
do
can.
bottle recycling in Texas. We do
course
we do
not.
aluminum recycling, and it's not by weight, so it's like you get like a penny per metal can. So
Ah, so it's not
Yeah.
worth it really,
nah.
unless you're really an alcoholic.
So,
It's nothing. All right.
So
that was distracting. I lost my train of thought there.
we're gonna shoot off fireworks. I'm excited for that.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, I'm pumped. We get the mortars. Those are the ones that come in like the tubes, and you drop the ball and light it and explodes.
I remember last year's game was Joel trying to figure out how many he could put in at once.
Yeah, Joel comes to my house once a year, and it's for New Year's just to light off fireworks.
That's pretty funny. And then he leaves, or
Yeah, and then
He's- okay.
and he'll vanish. Like he'll disappear.
Eventually, he lights himself,
Like-
blows up, and he's gone. He's reborn
Yeah,
next year.
somehow
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
at work on Monday.
He's actually a phoenix.
Yeah.
No, Joel does that. Joel's favorite thing to do is just vanish from parties. Like he never says bye to anyone. He's just
He's
gone.
just right out the
I
back
didn't say
door.
bye. There's no point.
No,
Really?
I see Gavin leave all the time. And so many times I go, there he goes.
Oh, really?
I just
Yeah, it's
watch
like-
Gavin. I go, that was it.
I
He'll
hate
have
that.
like the look around, like I'm leaving.
I will
No, it's
say.
just like,
It's
I've had
out.
my fun. I've talked to all the people I want to see.
I
See you
should
later.
do that. I go on the fucking tour, like
Yeah,
the
well, you're a
goodbye, and it's
schmuck.
like
Yeah.
fucking 30 minutes.
You're
It's
a
like
schmuck.
I'm
See,
leaving.
On the flip side of that is my house. So we had last year a couple people that stayed till like 3 a.m. And
Jesus
I was like,
Christ.
all right.
You're like, get the fuck
Like
out.
we're literally cleaning the house. I was like, okay, and it's just like
People just hanging out in your
okay,
kitchen, still
guys.
doing
That,
it.
Yeah.
It's like, get
that
the
is
fuck
why
off.
I don't want to have a party.
Yeah, that's the worst part. We do it once a year, so it's not that big of a
I don't
deal,
like
but-
entertainment.
How do you get them
I
to leave?
just subtle them enough until they're like, well, we're getting pretty sleepy over here. You guys safe to
I might-
drive?
I might-
Eventually,
hire
just
in-
say leave.
Yeah.
You know how when a bar
Send them a
turns,
message on Xbox
Yeah,
Live.
leave.
a bar
Yeah.
turns up the lights at the end of the night?
Yeah, yeah,
I might
just
just hire
crank it.
some really bright lights for the party. It's like
Just
beam
bring
them.
them around, just hold them over people. Like,
Just
oh,
get a
sorry.
flashlight right in their face.
I will say, so,
Leave.
Man, it's
so,
getting bright in here.
Yeah.
so I have a glass door that we clean the whole house before we have the party. So I have a glass door and then my actual door, and the actual door is open, but the glass door is shut just to keep the heat inside.
Did someone walk in?
2 people walked into the glass door. I saw
Oh my
Josh. I
God.
saw Josh O walk right into it.
So
which
he was good to
hilarious.
drive.
So I mean that was how he was coming in.
Oh my
He
God.
walked into the door, and then someone else did. I didn't catch the second one, but the 2 people definitely hit
You
it.
should have put a Nest camera right there, just so you can have those clips.
Yeah. So we'll put put a sign behind the glass door that says, "Come on in. Don't worry, it's not glass."
Just put a sign that says "Keep walking."
Yeah.
See if
don't
they hit it.
Don't stop. And really, you would go through it, so you'd be okay. But I'm excited. New Year's is always fun. It's always nice, and our neighbors are cool. Like, thankfully, I live in a cul-de-sac, so all of my neighbors just come outside and watch us shoot fireworks in the middle of the cul-de-sac. And we're like far enough away from, we're on the outskirts of Austin, so like no one really cares that we shoot off fireworks because
Is it
technically it's illegal in the city limits to do it. But yeah, we're fine.
you're
with it.
Jack, you fucking.
You're admitting to a crime on a live podcast.
Well, the good thing is
You
there's like
smoke doobies while you do it.
just drinking beer and doing meth.
Beer and meth, it's quite different.
Yeah. And but no,
College,
there's
man,
like
it's fun.
6 other groups of people that do it before you get to me. So if cops showed up, they'd be like working their way down. So we just shut it down and get inside before they get to us.
We should have a little, it's like, it rounds off into a cul-de-sac. You should have a little racetrack where you get really drunk and you have to drive a lap of the cul-de-sac.
in a car?
We should get really drunk and drive. No,
Yeah,
that's-
like we got the
Well, it's a
illegal
residential
fireworks.
neighborhood, so it doesn't really count, right?
We got the drunk driving
That
lap.
well, let's get a minor to do it too. We'll get like an 8-year-old, get him really hammered,
And then
have
we'll
him
shoot
drive.
someone.
There we go.
That's a couple laws broken right there.
That's America.
Come on.
Well, right now, I mean, Trump's America will be fine.
Dude, got my new visa for next
I
year.
saw that.
I saw the
You had some
pamphlet.
paperwork.
3 days to spare. That was kind of close. I actually don't have.
Is
the
it like?
visa.
Is it just like the last page you sign something kind of deal, or do you have to read any of it or no?
No, that's like the picture I tweeted is like the final approval.
Oh, okay.
it's
So
like,
that you
no,
have
that's just for my
nothing to do
record.
with
So you
Okay.
submitted it all.
Yeah, that was like months in the
That's
work.
your graduation right there.
Yeah. So now at some point,
Now you got to go through the fun process.
yeah, that's basically my
What's the fun process?
proof of lawful stay. So my visa expires on Saturday.
Okay.
I guess when this comes
And then
out,
you're
when
an
this comes out.
illegal.
That's why I want you at
And
my
I would've
house so
been.
we can call the cops at midnight.
But now I can stay beyond that because I have approval for the
Do you
following
have to
year.
get approval every year, or can you get it for like every 3 years, something like that?
The first one was 3, now it's every year.
Really?
But what the basic I can stay beyond it, but as soon as I leave, I can't get back in without a new visa. So the moment I leave the US after the weekend, I have to go to the embassy in London and do all that.
Just out of curiosity, like, what's the process of getting a green card? Like, why don't you got one yet? It's just work, or?
It's hard.
Okay.
It's hard if you're British.
Okay. Because doesn't Barbara have a green card now?
Easier if you're Canadian.
Why is that a thing?
Because Canadian,
we're connected.
Canada's right there.
Oh. But it's just like, you've been here for what, 5 years now? 6 years?
Yeah.
Just like,
Be
just,
fine.
It's a real pain in the ass.
You own 2 houses in America.
That you can actually do.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
can't
be harder with
necessarily
Trump.
live in them.
That's
That was,
fair.
I was actually getting depressed because like the week was coming up, the visa was about to end. I was like, man, if I do this approval, I'm gonna have to like just sit in England until it happens. And then I was looking at my cat and I was like, my cat has more right to stay in this country than I do. I was like, you lucky bastard, you can stay for as long as you want, and I have to leave. But you know,
I was
that's the law.
But now you have to do that bullshit though. Like you got to give up your passport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
there's
it's
no
like-
way to renew this kind of visa. It's quite a rare one. There's no way to renew this while you're in the US. I have to get it from the embassy, the US embassy in the country I'm from. So London is where the US embassy is. And then I just give them my passport and just wait until they give it back.
So what visa are you on? You're like on the performer visa?
yeah, 01.
So is that like Benedict Cumberbatch? Like, does he have to do that, or like Ian McKellen, like the guy, like the?
Typically they're sort of like you'll come and work on a movie and the movie will like get you an 01 and it will just be for that one thing.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it in, you know, a more constant way.
Okay. That's interesting. I was just in London too. It's a lovely place. Saw the Harry Potter play. It's really cool.
Does it play?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Cursed Child.
Is it the kid one?
Yeah.
screenplay,
The children?
yeah.
Yeah. I will say.
What was the play where they made Hermione black and it was like a whole thing, but it was like, who cares?
Oh, you're so racist today. Is that?
It's
one?
not a racist thing. It's an observation. Someone said that people were getting.
Yeah, you
people-
said that.
You were getting upset.
You were on
about it.
message boards like, I can't believe
That was not me.
Hermione should be white.
Hermione. Yeah.
it was that one. It's Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
That's
It's-
it. Okay.
It's yeah. If you've read the book, like they released the screenplay of the book.
Yeah. Does it read like a play? Like someone?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
literally
does.
the script of the
Yeah.
play. Seeing it in person is much better than the book.
Right.
Like the book is it's kind of fan fiction-y, and
Okay.
there's elements of that in the play, but it's like it comes across much better. And,
Okay.
yeah, it was good. And
I
like,
feel like J.K. Rowling was just like, oh, I'm so relevant. Look, I made this now, and I made this now. It's like you had your time. Go away.
she did Fantastic Beasts, and she's doing
I mean,
4
she's
more
also
Fantastic
made like a
Beasts movies.
shitload.
I
of
didn't. I don't
novels.
remember a single
Why,
scene
why
from
would
that
someone
movie.
need to just have their time and then go away? What,
Yeah.
You
someone's
don't remember a single
relevant for
scene
them?
from Fantastic Beasts?
I remember. I can maybe tell you about 5 scenes, but I couldn't tell you sequentially when they.
Remember
occurred.
the giant thing on the ice when he was getting him into the chest or into
Now
the
I do.
briefcase when they were in the briefcase looking at shit, the fucking Thunderbird.
That
and,
part,
like,
yeah, I remember
the
that.
Niffler
now.
grabbing
Again.
him
If
and
you told
sitting
me to
there
remember 5
frozen.
things, any of the things you just said, I wouldn't have remembered.
Can you remember
good
5
movie.
things
It was a
from-
good movie, but I came out. I was like, that was alright.
Can you remember 5 things from Rogue One?
unfortunately
Yes.
agree with you, Andy.
Yeah.
I thought
You
it was
remember-
alright.
I can remember
I like
everything
it.
from Rogue
Jack
One.
and Jeff fucking loved.
I
You guys
loved it.
loved that
I
movie.
loved it.
I
That's
liked
fine.
it.
I'm the same way about Star Wars.
I actually wanted to like it more.
So did I. I left out. I was like, that was.
I was like, it was good.
I like the
There's no
Assassin's
Harry
Creed
Potter
movie
to me,
too.
though.
People like apparently Bernie and Ashley just shit all over the Assassin's Creed movie. I actually enjoyed it.
They shit all over it, and that was great because I was using a lot of that going into it. I thought it was okay. The ending was a piece
The
of
ending,
shit.
the ending is bad. Like,
was a
the,
piece of
the
shit.
ending, like they set up this thing.
I
where
was
it's like,
fine with the whole
everyone has to
film,
get to a thing, and then it's just like, oh, well, okay, here it is. It's like, oh, well,
It was
that
just
could
like
have
last-
easily
yeah.
been a whole
It
thing.
was
and
just
it's just like, oh no, it's just done. But like the Animus, for the first time ever, like syncing and desyncing makes sense to me. Like, or it makes a lot more sense to me. It's like, oh, that really fucks you up if it desyncs and all that shit. And like the cool, like the arm Animus was really neat. Which is, and it's also, this movie's canon too. So like everything
really?
in the movie takes is in the same universe, which is neat.
But you love Assassin's Creed, so your opinion is
Oh no,
pointless.
I'm absolutely.
Isn't Abstergo like
saw
Ubisoft
that guy's
technically? Like,
tweet.
isn't
Goddamn.
Abstergo like a game company in one of the games or something?
no,
Man, I rarely.
they like do shit with Ubisoft at one point.
Yeah,
I remember
well,
that,
in,
yeah.
in Black Flag, like you,
Like Ubisoft is like in canon. Kind
Yeah,
of.
They shove themselves in there just like all their other games.
Yeah, well, Abstergo's releasing games like you could play as a pirate, and they were
That
releasing
was-
it through Ubisoft. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
Yeah.
meant to be that all of the Ubisoft games are in the same universe, right?
well, Assassin's Creed.
What better way to
and,
do that by putting Ubisoft in the universe?
Yeah, and Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed take place in the same universe
Ah.
because there was a mission. Jesus Christ. in the first Watch Dogs to kill an Abstergo employee, and then it gets brought up in Black Flag. They talk about like a guy died while he's in Chicago.
That's kind of cool.
So it's kind of neat to have that all sort of linked together.
I heard the new Watch Dogs is significantly better.
Much better.
Okay.
But yeah,
I remember not liking the first one a lot.
oh, man.
The first one just I felt like it suffered one of those like
It was overly hyped.
not even just hyped, just like what they showed you could do, and all like the early footage of it just turned out to not be even close to what was in the game.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
just
like I
looks
remember how
so
excited
good.
we were to get our hands on it, and then it's like we can't really do that much with it. Like we
Yeah.
thought it'd be like the next GTA as far as like making
Content,
videos and
yeah.
shit like that. And it's like
There's some
it
cool
was
stuff
like
in
it
but-
looked cool, but it was
Yeah.
all very like scripted, cool stuff. It wasn't like a million things you could do in the game. It's like you could control everything. No, it was like 5 things.
And Watch Dogs 2 is much, much better about being more open to world, and it's being kind of goofier and more fun.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot. Oh, man.
I couldn't do the drinking games in the first one. Just couldn't get that.
I heard
shit.
that was like the hardest
Sucked.
achievement. Like that was like the shittiest. You had to do something like that for an achievement. I didn't know because I didn't care.
It's just too hard.
Yeah.
Lousy. I was watching Ray do it. It pissed me off.
Yeah. I'm assuming he got it.
Oh, yeah, of course
Sure
I got
he
it.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Where do you want to go for lunch?
Oh, that's a good question.
What should we eat for lunch today?
We haven't been to Freebirds in a while. We do Freebirds. Ryan's not here, so I'm going to have to worry about him complaining about it.
Dude, we had Torchy's yesterday
Yeah.
for
How'd it
lunch,
go?
which was delicious. It was good. It was delish.
it's the same.
And then we went to Rudy's for dinner.
whoops.
Oh,
So-
man.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It was me, Andrew, and Lindsay. We got 2 pounds of brisket and
What?
a pound of pulled pork.
Oh, my
And
you
we
had 3
ate
pounds for 3 people?
We
Yeah.
ate most
We
of the
ate
brisket.
almost all of it.
Jesus Christ.
I had 3 sandwiches.
The guy just
there.
gave us an entire loaf.
I never.
Didn't
He
even
gave us a loaf
question
of bread,
it.
and he put the food in like an aluminum tray.
Oh, yeah, I've
which
seen
I'd
that.
never
when you
seen
get too
before.
much meat, they just put it in there.
That was the fucking moment.
called the
I
party
knew.
tray,
When
I
he
think.
came out with the tray, I was like,
Oops.
we may have ordered too much.
And the
brisket.
guy was like a little light. And you're like, that's fine.
Yeah.
It was like 1.9 something.
And the
pounds.
guy's brother was a fan.
It's true.
He was like his brother. He was like, "Oh, you guys are from Rooster Teeth," and we're like, "Oh yeah." Hey,
like,
nice
I
to
don't
meet you."
fucking care
And
if my
he's
brother
like, he's
does.
like, "Oh yeah, I don't really watch your shit. I hate you, but I know who you are because of my brother." We're like, "Oh, well, tell your brother we said hi." Dude, it may have been some of the best brisket I've ever had. Like, you know how like we
Right.
said, like Rudy's is always good,
Rudy's
but
is
sometimes you
always
go
good.
and it's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like fucking 10 out of 10 last night.
That's good,
Last
man.
night. Last night.
Noit. Oh, this fucking.
It was
good,
fucking
dude.
nice.
There's nothing better when you get that surprise. Like, you take that first bite, like, oh,
It
today
was
it's a good night.
so
It's a good night.
Like all the brisket was like red and had all like the
Black
black char on there. Like, oh my god,
maybe
it was
we should
perfect.
go to Rudy's for lunch.
It was
I'm thinking
perfect.
maybe we go to Rudy's
Dude,
for lunch.
I
today.
would
I was
blast my bowels out.
I was
and
already
would,
suffering this morning from
and
it.
I would totally go again.
We should probably go again.
Surprised I made the entire night because I had, I had Torchy's
I got
for
up.
lunch
I got up
and
at like
Rudy's
5
for dinner.
a.m. with some real awful problems going
Yep.
on.
Man.
I was lucky.
Yeah.
So I got up at 3 a.m. this morning.
Really?
So we're okay. Going to the whole first world problem thing. We all try to get really high classes on American Airlines. Like, I'm gold right now. You're platinum at this point. Gavin's like triple black executive. Whatever.
Right. Gavin's like, fuck you, I'm Gavin Free, get out the way.
So-
Not that, like, it sucks that he's that level. That means his
Yeah.
life sucks.
Yeah, he's rough.
But he
It's
does
rough
have
for
that
him.
advantage.
So you
when
boarded a
flying.
plane 79 times last year?
Well, an American Airlines plane. Some other airlines.
So I went to London, Edinburgh, and then back from London, and I ended up getting. So you have to get 50,000 to hit platinum. I had 49,207 miles, which is like, fuck, so close. So this morning, I got up at 3 a.m. and I did a round trip flight to Dallas.
Are you serious?
Are you
I said that
fucking
yesterday as
kidding
a
me?
joke. I was like, if you leave early enough, you can be back in time for work.
I woke up at 3 a.m.
That's awesome.
Oh my
I drove
God.
to the
should have
airport.
filmed that.
That's
I took a
dedication.
couple photos. Yeah,
You
I was
maniac.
so fucking tired.
It's like 500. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, no less.
So was it
yeah.
like a four?
There's me.
400 miles.
There's me at the airport parking lot,
Oh my god.
and then there's me in the Dallas American Airlines lounge.
So what was your like layover in Dallas to come back?
About 20 minutes.
So you flew to Dallas, waited 20 minutes, and then came
I
back.
take it back. It was 40 minutes. So I landed. I left. I took a 5:05, 5 a.m. flight to Dallas. Got there at 6:10, or no, about 6 o'clock. I walked out, went to the American Airlines lounge, got a bagel,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then I boarded at 6:20. And then I
So
literally,
you flew to Dallas for a bagel.
yeah, basically. I
You had
flew-
it a
breakfast
good
in
bagel?
Dallas.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Not only that, first time ever I got complimentary upgraded on my first class on the way up to Dallas, which is shocking.
As a gold?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I got my very first class ever. I mean, I had one before, but I gave it to Katie. So this is the first time I've ever flown first class, and it was to Dallas. Which of all the flights, I figured that would be the one I would never get it on.
Yeah, because
And then,
everyone does a layover to
Yeah,
Dallas,
exactly.
and every Gavin gets
Yeah,
first
you
class.
start in Austin, go to
Executive
Dallas, and then
platinum
go
there.
everywhere. So anyway, so now I've been watching my phone, hoping it turns the platinum, and it's still. So the way I should say it, you get guaranteed 500 miles on any flight you do. So like it doesn't matter how far it is.
Okay.
And so a round trip to Dallas is 1,000 miles. And so I paid like $250 to go round trip to Dallas.
Totally worth it.
Before the end of the year, just to hit
Totally
platinum.
worth it.
So anyway, and then I was talking to a guy, like he was flying out of San Diego, and he's like, "Oh yeah, same thing happened to me," and they just waved it. They just like they bumped me up. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he's like,
Oh,
"Yeah."
you could just call and be like,
Well, no,
"Can you
I did call, and I was like, "Is there any way like I could just
Hey, though,
pay for
that guy
it?"
didn't get a bagel.
That's true.
Didn't get a bagel.
I was like, "Can I just pay for it?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, it'll be $750." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "I could fly for like 200." And they were like, "Well, you got to fly then."
You can never.
And you have to be on the plane.
you have to be
can't
on
just
the
buy
plane.
the ticket and get it. You
Yeah.
have to board the plane and fly.
So I took I was in the office.
That's
I went.
awesome.
I took a round trip flight, and then I got some breakfast, and then I was in the office like.
Jack still
8:30
got
this
to work
morning.
before the both of us.
Yeah.
to Dallas.
So
You woke up in Austin, flew to Dallas, and still came back to Austin. You
before
worked
I,
for
yeah,
them,
I was back in Austin before I woke up yesterday. So I woke up at like 8:30 in the morning yesterday. I was back in Austin by like 8 o'clock.
That's awesome.
So
That you could never explain that to a caveman.
no.
No,
It's
or an
like-
alien or anything.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so today's the 30th. I need 30,300 miles at Executive Platinum. What can I do?
Right.
How many trips to Dallas and back?
You could go to Sydney
I don't know if you can make it in time,
via India and then come back the other way. I don't know. Well, 25,000 miles is like the equator,
Yeah.
like going around the Earth once.
So no, you couldn't.
So
do
you
it.
have to-
I don't think you can physically do it in the plane.
If I
that they
get
have.
Superman back in time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Turn
could
the
go
Earth
to
into the
LA, but
Make it
go
the
east.
28th or the 29th, yeah.
Take go to LA? No, the long way.
Yeah.
Do you want the 3-hour flight or the 37-hour flight?
Dude, I'm pretty happy hitting them platinum. Hitting them,
It was
I'm
honestly
excited.
this year.
I'm excited. I had gold this year, and then I'm going platinum next year, and then I think next year I'm going for platinum pro or whatever the hell it is. Like, there's a new
75.
step in between executive.
What are the
and
perks
normal.
from
See, I would have
gold
went
to
for
platinum?
that.
It's,
I was close.
You get well. First of all, you can board the
5,000.
plane earlier.
Okay.
You also have access to move yourself around on seats like 4 days before your flight instead
Okay.
of like 1 day.
And all your seat upgrades are free.
Okay.
Anything shy of first class is free
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
on
so-
American. And you get priority at the airport.
Yep.
Like in security.
And I'm
I
also,
paid $40 to have that luxury on
nice to
Southwest
have.
yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do global entry as well this year.
Yeah, honestly,
I gotta
like,
knock it out and just do it.
I hate like
And here we
someone,
are talking about flying again. So.
Yeah.
someone
give a
on
shit.
Twitter was trying to figure out how long I spent in the air because I flew like 162,000 miles.
In a couple of weeks, right?
It averages to like 13,500 miles a month, and England is like 4,800 miles or something. Is it? I don't know. I spent almost 2 weeks in the air. God. Like 2 straight weeks.
That's a lot.
Like get on a plane and get off 2 weeks later was my total time, and that made me sad.
Now, would
What
you,
a waste of my life.
if you had the option of flying for 2 weeks straight, like you would get on a plane and spend 2 weeks flying around, but then at any point in the year you could just teleport to somewhere else on the planet and not have to be on a plane again, would you take that option?
Yes.
To
You
spend
would?
the first 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah, it'd be like taking a really shit cruise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'd have to be on a plane, so it'd be like the shitty small.
Would you have like a shower or anything?
Yeah, you'd have that. You'd
Okay.
be able to use the restroom and like brush your teeth and stuff. We'd have 2 weeks flying around.
It would depend if I could get the internet or not.
That's a huge one.
Yeah.
You know, or would
That
you run
really-
out of movies too?
Oh, you would absolutely run
You
out of
just
movies.
become so fat too. There's nowhere to
All
exercise.
that
Yeah.
food. Yeah.
You're gonna jog up the aisles. No, maybe I wouldn't do that.
I want to do it.
Dude, if
But
you
being up to be like, man, I fancy sushi from Japan.
Yeah.
Well, it's also like being on a plane. It's like that sort of is like the start of vacations or trips to me. It's like, all right, I'm on the plane. That leads into something cool. Typically something cool. Yeah, for you, I'm sure you have to go do bullshit wherever you go. But like when I'm going somewhere, like I'm going to Edinburgh. Like
Flying
have
is
fun.
definitely the saddest I ever am. Like I'm pretty happy in general, but I get sad on planes just because it's like
You're on a plane.
It's just such a sad experience.
Because you're alone and you know it's too loud to talk.
You're trapped with just your own thoughts. There's little distraction,
Yep.
unless there's movies, which that's a distraction. Some plays don't have a.
Didn't you watch all of Star Wars, like the original trilogy?
I was gonna, but I was in England when I
okay.
decided to do that, and there's no way I could have
Yeah.
downloaded all the movies on English internet in that amount of time. So I just watched the plane movies.
Flying back from London, I was excited because on the way over, I noticed they had Better Call Saul season 2 on the entertainment thing,
I haven't seen that yet.
and I watched the first season, never watched the second season, and then on the plane back, I watched it. It was like 8 episodes. I was like, all right, cool, and then I was like, that ended really weird. There's more episodes. It's just like they just only had like a batch, and there's like 12 episodes, and I watched the first like 8.
That was-
It's
that
like,
was-
son of a bitch. Like,
That's at least though. It makes sense when they have the first 8. I fucking hate when they're like, "Oh, we've got season 3, episode 5 through 7."
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like thanks. I've never seen
So-
the show before. Let me start on season 3.
I think it was like last year. My friend and his family they binged all of Breaking Bad. They bought the first couple seasons and they started watching it on Netflix. But at the time, only the first half of the last season was on Netflix, and they thought that was the finale of him of him on the toilet looking up. So then they were talking. I was like, "How about the finale?" I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, I know." Spoilers for Breaking Bad. Sorry.
that was the
It's
end.
just
That was the end of the penultimate season.
of the. Oh, was it?
Yeah, that wasn't
Okay.
the last season.
Okay,
that was the finale of.
Okay,
the previous
okay. So that was the only part that was on Netflix.
That's
So
the
they
face off it.
assumed that was the last episode ever. So they're talking about the ending again. So it was Breaking Bad. I was like, oh man, how about when he died? And it was like, what? It's like just with him on the toilet. I was like, there's still like 8 episodes left. I was like, whoops.
That would have been.
I
a
was just
solid
like,
end,
come
man.
on.
That's a
Yeah.
fine end.
with Hank realizing,
Yeah, it's like,
oh,
I've been done. I actually thought after that it would take a while for there to be like a confrontation.
They addressed
like the
it
next episode,
immediately.
he's punching him in the face. It's
Yeah.
like, they got straight to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was really neat that they kind
That
of.
was a nerve-wracking show to watch.
Great
You know what I
TV.
mean? We're like Game of Thrones. I don't know. I guess because it's Game of Thrones, you know, it's like, ooh, who's gonna die? This and that, whatever. But it's like not grounded in reality in any way.
Yeah.
You know, watching Breaking Bad, you're like, oh,
Well, there's also
Hank's gonna come to your house. No.
There's also 40 characters in Game of Thrones.
True.
So it's like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
one
yeah.
dies, like, oh, that
Yeah, yeah,
sucks. There's 39 more characters.
Fucking-
Breaking Bad, there's like 8 characters.
Breaking Bad from episode 1 is like literally from episode 1 is, oh, Walt, you've done it. How are you gonna get out of this? And
Yeah.
every episode, it's like, oh, you did it. Oh no, something else.
Yeah.
But it's like that
my
show
God.
is the best example ever of I never felt like it jumped the shark. It never like, oh, the third season's the best, and then it goes downhill after that. Like it always escalated in a proper manner.
Yep.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It wasn't like so
pretty
many
grounded.
shows were just like, this is the worst fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we need to make another season. What do we do next season? And it's like, this guy's worse. Now this problem's worse.
That was the Dexter problem.
The plane
Yeah.
crash shit was bad.
Nah, that was a bit rough.
It was
But
pointless.
but I love Walt and Jesse's arcs. Like they do so well of like developing those characters that by the end, like my favorite thing. I mean, at this point, okay, so I'm gonna say one thing. Spoiler for anyone.
It's over.
But when he's like, I did it for me, and he's like, I fucking love doing it. It was like, wow, that's like the most honest thing like a villain could have. Is like, oh yeah, he was just a egomaniac and he
wants
loved
an empire.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, it turned from him wanting to help his family to just be like, I just fucking like doing it.
I like doing it.
And it was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like you don't really see that. Typically they try to like redeem a villain. And it's like, no, he's gone. He's off the deep end.
I was watching Love Actually the other day. I hadn't seen it since it came out.
That's a fucking terrible movie. I love it, but everyone in that movie is fucking terrible.
Who was in that movie? Because I don't think I've seen that. That sounds really.
Everyone's in that movie.
I know it's a well-known movie, and I know I probably know.
I've
it,
never
but
seen
Grant,
it.
Laura
Never
Linney,
seen the movie.
what's it? Xerxes from 300's in it.
Rodrigo Santoro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Martin
Okay.
McCutcheon.
Martin
Nobody knows who
Martin Freeman's in it.
okay.
And
Neeson's.
and
Rickman's.
What's her name?
Firth's.
Yeah, Colin Firth's in it.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
literally
Anyway,
every,
you know
every
who's-
British actor's in
You know
it.
who's in it? The guy from Breaking Bad, who is Elliot. What is his name? Elliot, the guy from the company that they started.
Oh yeah. From Grey Matter.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's in it.
He's British. I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, and the woman in Breaking Bad, Lydia, is Scottish.
Huh. That's interesting. Well, who is he?
There you
Who
go.
is he in?
Oh, there's over there.
He was in it for like a minute. He was like the head, the school teacher who was introducing the play.
Oh, Bill
Yeah,
Nighy. Yeah, Bill Nighy. Rowan Atkinson's in 2 scenes, but he made the poster for some reason.
Well, he's fucking
he's
Mr.
damn
Bean.
Rowan
You
Atkinson.
put him on the poster if he's in the film.
The Beanster. That's on Hulu now. It
Oh,
just
is
came
it?
on Hulu. I
Oh,
was
is
very
it?
excited. I
Bean?
already watched the entire thing.
All
Dude,
the beans?
I
all
the
like
beans.
16 episodes of beans?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
whole thing.
all of it.
I,
all 7.5 hours.
Dude, continuing like the Hulu Netflix, Netflix fucking Office is expiring.
No.
Yeah.
When?
Tomorrow?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
The Office is going?
Unless it has something to do with like the downloading titles.
No.
I watched Office
No.
on the flight back from New Jersey on the iPad because they announced you can now download some things on Netflix. It's still limited. It's just like some shit you can download, some shit you can't.
No.
So I just downloaded like 20 of the best Office episodes from like the first 4 seasons. So I was watching that on the flight back from New Jersey, and as soon as I started watching it, right next to every fucking episode says expires 12/31. And I was like, is that
Now that's-
the download or is that
gotta
off
be your download.
Netflix?
It's gotta-
That's interesting though, because Tony and I, for the last 6 months or so, have been working our way through Columbo. Each one's like 90 minutes, so it's taken us some time. On the bottom of the thing, it said expires December 31st.
Uh-oh.
And we're not going to be able to finish Columbo.
Unless
Netflix,
you-
and that,
get your
and
shit.
that wasn't on the download. That was just streaming.
Get your shit under control. Andy's looking it up right now. Because I also checked Office, not on Hulu.
Nope.
So I'm gonna have to fucking buy it if it goes off Netflix. Like I'm gonna have to, and which I'm even fine with buying it. I'm annoyed that it's like I watch everything on Hulu or Netflix. Like then I'm gonna have to go over to some other dumbass platform just to watch The Office. Like all my smart TVs in the house have Netflix and Hulu.
Well, you
I
just
can
get-
just pull up my account.
Just get Blu-rays.
Yeah, that's so simple.
Isn't it?
That's fucking annoying as shit. Like you take a controller, boop, 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 put on whatever you want. Get discs.
Well, if you get
Go
like,
fucking get discs
if you
out.
get a
Start
s-
changing discs.
if you get a server
that's
or PC
asinine.
Yeah.
and just rip all your Blu-rays, you
That's
can
what I
play.
have.
You can like.
That's such a pain in the ass. Or you can just leave it on Netflix.
Just pay anything else once.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You
you're
I,
good to go.
I have
You
all
got
my
like a-
movies ripped. Like I get a Blu-ray, I rip it, and
I
then
don't
I
wanna
put
do
it up
all
on my
that.
server.
I don't want to do all that.
That's so
I
much
mean,
work.
I want
That's
to
so
do
much
that.
work.
I,
And it's like,
I
how do you
haven't done it
update
yet.
your catalog? Yeah, you got to keep buying new shit.
Can you
Like,
rip-
you know what's great about Netflix? It all comes out and I can all watch it. That's why I pay you guys.
But also, it expires though.
watch
That's
it.
the problem, though.
so
Can you rip
fucking,
it a
you know,
UHD Blu-ray?
Get
Yeah?
your fucking shit together, Netflix.
No.
Give Office its money.
I will say I've been watching a lot of UHD. Bought a few 4K discs. Resolution doesn't seem that noticeable, but the HDR is pretty cool.
Is it
I
sharp?
can actually see a difference.
Pretty.
Yeah, just like just a greater range of difference between black and white. It's neat. Makes everything look more real.
What, Gavin, was your favorite thing from 2016?
I don't see it. I think it's good.
Come back to me.
Come back to you,
go back
Andy. What was your favorite thing from 2016?
Getting hired.
Getting hired
That's a good one.
as an
That's
employee.
pretty good.
Nice. That's a good one. Michael, do you have a favorite from
Yeah,
2016?
probably making a baby.
Making a
That's
baby.
pretty good.
Like the
Human-
process of
human
making
life.
a baby, or actually conceiving
the
a
human
child.
life.
Okay, so the conceiving portion of it. I mean, I'm assuming the making part is a lot of fun too, but
It's a whole thing. Like we're in separate rooms.
yeah.
Lindsay's
It's-
pretty strict about it, so
He's
that's
like,
not as much
put
fun.
it in a vial, like hand it
Jizz in an
over.
envelope and give
It's
it
a
to-
whole thing, you know. There's instructions. Yeah, it's
envelope.
it's not an envelope, but it's a petri
It's
dish.
it shouldn't be a
Okay.
vial.
It's pretty
Yeah.
close.
Or a turkey
but,
How do you
baster.
spell that?
But like, I did it.
Vial? Is it not VILE? Is
No.
it VYLE?
No. God damn it, you idiot.
Vial? What?
You idiot.
What?
It's VIAL.
Is it?
I thought it was
Okay.
PH.
Yeah.
File?
Is it?
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, you're
I hate
right.
all you.
What is it? File?
A vial of something?
Is it PH?
I'm like almost certain I've seen
It's
it spelled.
VIA.
Oh,
That's what I just said.
Yeah, Michael
what-
is
what is
correct.
the
Oh, I heard
PH.
P and I thought you were agreeing with
No,
him,
no,
and I was
no,
like,
no,
So
Michael,
what-
I'm
what
agreeing
is
with you.
VA?
oh,
What's a
okay. I got taken aback there for
A
a second.
vial, not
Yeah,
a,
what's a file with PH?
A file is typically like
like a
the,
pedophile.
Yeah, you add it to the end of a word.
I'm not wrong.
That's got a PH in it. for
Yeah.
sure.
That does have a PH in it.
Yeah.
It's a shut up.
It's probably how you spell vial. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I don't know what to tell you. Your British terminology is always like adding
Honestly,
letters, taking
I mean,
letters.
to be
do
fair,
this
Andy,
and that. I don't know.
vile VILE is also a word,
Yeah, no.
but
That's
it's
like
not
you're
the,
vile. You're
Yeah.
a vile human being.
I'm vile.
Right. That you spelled that, but like I have a
VILE.
vial.
It's
is-
VIAL.
yeah.
Okay.
and again I know that from video games. You know, I've
That
picked
makes
up a
sense.
lot of vials in my days.
Also here. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, cool.
I honestly thought,
Yeah.
Okay.
because I'm not from here and I live here, there's sort of stuff that like you have to remember that some stuff doesn't apply here, and then there's new stuff, and like some stuff is spelled a different way or it means something different. And I thought that over time I would just get the wisdom of both countries. Right?
just slowly
what's,
fill in.
what's actually happened is I'm getting dumb.
There you go.
Because I'm getting like spread thin between both, and then like the other day I was,
No,
I was
see-
in the UK. I was trying to activate a SIM card, and they were like, "What's your postcode?" And I was like, "All right, run through my head. Oh, it's not my house in America. That'd be stupid. It's not my other house. It's not the office." And I was like going through zip codes, like, right. It could be my dad's house in England or my mum's. And there's just like too much information. I've got 2 phone numbers and like 2 of everything. It just makes you dumb. I can't ever like pull information from my brain because it's like, nope. Wait, what's the context of where I am? What am I doing? Okay, all that's out. Just this or this. It's like, I'm just an idiot now. I'm just a moron.
Just get a Vodafone pay as you go. That's what I did.
You
when I
are,
got over
you
there.
are, and I
Popped out
agree.
my SIM.
But I'm pretty sure you're right on
I
that
have
one.
a SIM card. I just had to like get a puck code and I don't know where I live.
I've seen that before. I think it's this. He's talking about the same word.
File.
Yeah, I've seen it spelled like that.
Middle-
I honestly, that's your British.
that's like
1350 to 1400 Middle English.
That's your-
I must
that's
have
your
seen
British
it.
nonsense.
I must have seen it in Skyrim.
That's your British nonsense.
And I
VIAL is also the same word as PHIAL.
I think I read it in Skyrim and I was like, is that how you spell vile?
It's like a nonsensical way to spell it. The
That
human
was like
beings
the
spell
white,
it
the white
with
file
a
or
V.
something.
But
Do you have a favorite of 2016?
Andy though, fucking idiot. VILE, you're an idiot.
I think I started my second channel this year.
Yeah,
But I would
Yeah,
say
you
that.
did.
I think
You
you
did.
That was your favorite thing? From
I enjoy
2016?
it. Yeah.
Do you like having the freedom to kind of put whatever you want up there? Is that what it
Yes.
is?
Non-slow-mo crap.
Yeah.
I really, really liked Let's Play Live this year. I think doing that was a lot of fun, kind of trying something new and getting all the different groups.
Dude, we were all over the place.
Dude, we played the Kodak Theater in Los Angeles, Chicago Theater in Chicago, and the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. Those are all crazy famous venues, and we got to play video games on those stage.
Yep.
You got to throw gummy bears at Jeff on the same stage that fucking
We played nutball.
Yeah, you played nutball on the Chicago stage, but you had to throw gummy bears at Jeff on the stage where they give out Oscars. It's like think about that. It's like think about
Was that where we did the human pyramid?
no,
was
that
that
We
was
did the
Chicago.
Human Pyramid in Chicago and New York.
Yeah.
We didn't do it in LA.
Yeah, that was the finale of Chicago, and then we brought it back for New York.
I would say the moment.
New York when you were wearing the American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say the moment of the first human pyramid was one of the most surreal moments of my entire life.
Really?
Just because it was like pyrotechnics and compressed gas coming out, and I'm just at the top like, what am I? How did I get to that point in my life where I'm doing?
Well, you climbed up Jack. That's how you
I
got
did,
up
yeah.
there.
I put all my weight on him.
That's how
Yeah.
you
God.
walked up him like a set of stairs.
So Katie, for Christmas, Katie got a frame made with tickets from all of the 3 shows, and she was looking for photos, and she's like, she couldn't find photos because we didn't have like official ones. So I just reached out to like the community saying like, if
I
you
saw
have
you tweeting
photos,
about that, yeah.
if you have photos from Let's Play Live, just send them to me. And I got some amazing fucking photos, and just like going through, I was like, God damn.
the next one,
that's
Some
pretty neat.
cool shit.
we should try and get everyone to take a photo at the same time and see if we can do like a bullet time
ju-
thing, as it's like
like
pan
all
between
jump in the air or something at the same time.
them.
And see if we can-
It won't work, but
What
in
if there's some
theory,
way
it's cool.
we like send this photo to a certain thing and see if we could like make it where you could move
Yeah.
around the theater? That'd be neat. I wonder if we can do that.
I'll
We'll
say
try
one
it.
of my favorite things too, I guess, about 2016 is Denise got to come to Let's Play Live.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mother
Cool.
was at New York,
Yeah.
and it's like I've been here over 5 years now. Like in August, I moved, 2011. And like she sees videos and shit like that, and she meets fans because she wears Achievement Hunter stuff and Rooster Teeth stuff, and you know people either just talk to her because she has the clothes on. Of course, she's like, "Oh, Michael and Lindsay, you know that's my son and his wife." Or there are now people that know who she is. Like, "Hey, Michael's mom," you know. But she'd never once been to a show. She'd never been to RTX, like anything. So she got to come with like, 2,000 other people in New York City with like 2 of her girlfriends, and they sat in the front row. And it's just like, they were doing the pre-show, which was Miles and
Yeah,
Lindsay
yeah.
basically. Because they were supposed to play. There was supposed to be like a game that was going
We
to
were,
work.
we
and
were
that,
supposed
like,
to do
fell
a
through or
Jackbox,
something.
and then we couldn't because of Fathom. So
Yeah, so it ended up being like, "Hey Miles, go vamp."
Yeah.
And Miles was like, "I'll do it." And like he killed it. You
Yeah,
know, Miles ran
absolutely.
out there for like 30, 40 minutes, and like within 15 minutes, like I could hear him talking to my mother. So then it's like I went out there and I did like a stupid bit with them. But I go backstage and it's like, okay, we're here, we're getting ready for Let's Play Live, we're going through the whole thing, show's about to start. And Denise is texting me, she's like, "Can you get me some water? I'm thirsty." And I'm like, fine. It's like I'm running around backstage getting bottles of water, and like I'm running out. The entire audience is there, like, "Holy shit, this is Michael!" I'm like, "Hey, hi," and I'm giving my mother and her friends some water
we could do
bottles.
that.
That'd be like
Any
somebody like
show.
You know what I mean?
that'd be like somebody texting ACDC. Like, "Could you get me some water? I'm in the
Kiss are playing.
Yeah.
Like, can I have like a hot
like,
sweet tea?
Gene, my back hurts.
I ran out. I gave it to her, and I was like, "Don't bitch, it's not cold," because it was like room temperature water. I was like, "It's free. You didn't pay for it." The other thing I love about Denise, and it's like total East Coast thing, and it was like common sense, but she was like busting my balls about the tickets, you know, like, I'm coming.
yeah.
I'm like, listen, I don't know anything about the show. I'm doing the show. I didn't set up the show. I have no idea how the tickets work. I don't know anything. They give them your name at the ticket counter, and, you know, they have the tickets waiting for you. That's all I know. And she's like, well, just so I have to wait in line? I'm like, yeah, I guess you gotta wait in line outside, you know, whatever. So it started raining that night, like, as people were waiting in line to get in the show. And literally nothing to do with Denise, like, being my mother. Just Denise, you know, growing up, or not growing up, but living most of her life in New Jersey and being like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that. She was telling me about it afterwards. I was so thankful that she got in and was in her seat, because I was expecting, like, being an hour into Let's Play Live, and she's like texting me like, where's the door? I can't get in.
Yeah.
Can you come get me? So she's like, oh, okay, we're in. I'm like, I don't know how the hell she's in, but whatever. She's telling me the next day, and she was like, well, we got there, and we're waiting in line. It was, like, wrapped around the block, and she's like, it started to rain, and her friends were like, oh, you know, I guess we gotta wait. And she's like, I don't know, I'll go see. She just, like, walks all the way up to the front of the line, all the way up to the front door, where there was, like, I guess security or whoever, you know, before the ticket counter. And she was like, oh, my son's playing the show tonight. I'm supposed to pick up tickets. And the guy's like, yeah, okay. And just lets her in. She goes up to the counter, and she was like, and I guess, like, because she doesn't know all the people that work here. I'm assuming somebody from Rooster Teeth was working that counter with the tickets. Because she's like, yeah, I just walked up and I said, you know, I'm Michael's mother. I'm here to pick up their show, and she was the tickets, and they were like, oh, hey, you know, go, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, go on in. And she's like, nah, we walked right in. It's like she didn't wait in line at all. It had nothing to do with me. She just like barged her way in and
Nice.
sat
That's
down.
awesome.
I was like, okay, good.
That's pretty cool.
So if you want to skip the line,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tell
I'll-
you can
I'll
tell
get-
them you're
yeah.
Michael's mother.
I gotta be as a
And
middle-aged
just-
woman.
yeah.
Just-
Be Denise, and you're good.
No, Let's Play Live. God, it's such a fun experience because it's so unique to what we do. It's like, I mean, like, you know, 99% of the days we work, we're sitting in our office, you know, at desks, which is fun. But
Well,
getting-
Gavin's flying 2 weeks.
That's true. But then getting to play, well, getting to do what we do in front of a stage, in front of a crowd, is so much fun. So, and yes, there will be more on their way. So we don't have anything to announce. Or
Are you
anything
gonna
like
go?
that, but I should probably be there.
All right.
I think I'll be there just because we can't afford to pay a host.
While you were,
It's gonna be me.
I also remember I hit 1 billion views. That was probably my favorite.
Oh
milestone.
yeah.
That's pretty.
Well, that's
crazy.
like my favorite milestone of the year
That's pretty neat.
because that's like the only milestone.
Was it meeting Dude Perfect? Was that
I've
your-
met them a bunch of times.
Have you? They have like a nice place, like a really
Super
cool
nice.
recording place. Like, I was watching because we just got a bunch of Nerf guns and stuff, and they had a sponsored Nerf video, and I watched it, and like they were going through the lobby of their place with like a pool table, and they've got like they had all the shit
Yeah.
set up. It's like it's a really cool.
And they
video
all
to
have
shoot
like
in.
individual offices as well that are
Oh,
super
really?
nice. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, this sucks.
We have one room. Oh man, yeah. Should we redo our office for
Yeah.
2017? Like redesign it.
I mean,
to get to work.
I've been trying to
What
break.
do you want me
it.
to do? I'll do
You've
it.
slowly been shattering.
What is that?
This is the Dude Perfect
Oh,
office.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's an
It's a
office.
pretty nice office.
Oh, I didn't see this part. Jesus Christ, they have a fucking full basketball court.
Oh yeah, I thought this was the bit you were talking
Oh
about.
no, this was like the front
That's
of their
not real.
office.
That's fun.
Oh,
That's not
what?
real.
Yeah, like this is like you go through all the office bit there, and this is in the background of it. It's like
Jesus Christ.
so. Dan and I shot hoops for like 5 or 6 minutes while we're waiting for the YouTube Rewind bit to be done.
That's pretty cool.
That's fun.
And then you got to hang out there and get that sweet gear
Yeah.
that you're wearing
Oh,
right
this?
now.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
got a little champagne on it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Blast
I think
it a
it's
little
dry
bit, it's
now.
fine.
It's probably
Dude,
sticky.
that you reminded me. I had a video hit 3 million views on my YouTube channel this year.
The Yu-Gi-Oh.
What was
Yeah,
that?
the fucking stupid Yu-Gi-Oh video that Andy watched me make.
Yeah.
The one that was like it was like game DVR clip.
It's like 47 seconds long.
Yep.
It's an Xbox game DVR.
But it was
clip.
good enough for YouTube Haiku.
I
because it's
did
on
it.
there,
It
so-
happened. Andy watched it happen. I'm like, what the fuck? And he goes, I was kind of fucked up. You should record that. And I'm like, nah. I guess I'll game DVR. 3 million views. My Crackdown video, the video I got fucking hired for, like 900,000. Still
really?
not
That
at a
didn't hit
million.
a million?
That video, fucking 3 million views. 45-second Yu-Gi-Oh video.
Did we do anything for hitting 1 billion views on Let's Play?
A million on Let's Play?
No, 1 billion. Like we hit 1 billion on that, right?
I don't know.
Sure.
I think we did actually.
know.
It might have been this
I
year.
think we did, and we definitely
And
did
I think
do
we
nothing.
did nothing.
Yeah,
No,
we
we
did
didn't do
nothing.
anything. Listen, we had the last billion view video. It's like, go watch that one again.
Yeah.
But just pretend it's Let's Play, not Rooster Teeth.
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
I'll see if we hit it.
Go for
Achievement Hunter's not 1 billion.
Fuck no.
No.
I think Achievement Hunter
Achievement
just
Hunter's
crossed
new.
1 million views.
There it is.
Achievement Hunter's been fun, man.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
watch out. They'll show the whole video.
Yeah.
That's-
They're stealing views
yeah,
from you
so
right now, Michael.
this is
because
there's
they
me.
drew Exodia.
So I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fight this guy. So here we go. We're starting the match. I let him go first because I get to attack first if he draws first. So it's like, all right, draw phase, main phase.
He goes pot of greed,
so he
gets
gets to
two
draw
more cards.
another pot of greed, so he
two
draws
more cards.
Oh, he's got
and he has
Exodia.
all.
He wins. It's like I didn't get it. That's the video.
It's actually funnier when you know what the hell is going on. It's funny when you don't know what's happening because it's so abrupt. But now that's really funny.
I mean, it's literally the video was I was full on just playing the game. That happened, and he's like, "You should game DVR that." I'm like, "All right." I game DVR it. I pulled it back up. I hit record on like a microphone, and then I just added commentary like I was doing it for the first. I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Let me just draw this right here. All right, let him go first because I'll get to attack." He's like, "Oh, I've lost." I'm like, That's
Yeah.
I recorded it once. I hit stop. I combined it, and I put it on YouTube, and it's like. Of course, the most successful video I've ever made. Fuck you.
How many million views?
I hate it. It's like just crossed 3 million.
that's
pretty
usually
funny.
how you.
I know, but I hate it.
the ones
Gavin, I
that are-
try so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we all do, and then it's
I
like
hate-
the ones
There's
you least
so many
expect.
videos where we're all like, dude, that is like
This is
10.
the one.
Yeah. Oh, it's got 400,000. Interesting. Okay.
Dude, so let's play.
And then
has-
fucking Uno the movie comes out.
Good
Like,
movie.
got 2
It's
million.
about to cross 2 million fucking views.
I mean, at least the time was put into that video, but there's no effort. I mean, it's Uno.
Someone in the other room asked me, they were like, "How did you know it hit 1 million views?" And I was like, "You just kind of know. You can kind of feel it."
It's like that
This is
fuel-
like almost an event now.
You hit that moment
and other
where,
people
like-
are coming along with us on this
Yeah.
ridiculous
I
ride.
love seeing the people that have like the Roku player or whatever that has Uno the movie listed next to like real movies. It's like I don't know how we ended up there, but like people just watch.
The
You know,
highest
it's that
rated movie
moment-
of 2016 on IMDb.
Okay,
That's
so
another
let's-
good
Let's
2016
play.
moment.
Yeah.
Let's Play is ending the year at 1.4 billion views.
Jesus
so I guess
Christ.
maybe we hit it last year.
How much of that is
I don't
Cloudberry
think so.
Kingdom?
I hit it earlier this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Goddamn.
Let's check achievement.
This has been a good year for Achievement Hunter. Fucking terrible year for the rest of the planet though. Like
It's not been a great Earth year. but
outside of these walls. And,
It ain't gonna get better next year.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, there's not gonna be like a nice reset where next year's great.
Unfortunately, like all the old celebrities that are dying are they're gonna be older next year.
Yeah,
That
and
didn't
that was
die
the thing,
this
like,
year.
so many people are like, oh, Carrie Fisher has to survive until 2017. It's like, do you want to start 2017 with Carrie Fisher dying? Because that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not
it
great.
Sucks, but
That's
it's like,
that sucks particularly just because it's like, oh,
So
she's
what you're
doing
saying
better,
is-
she's doing
Yeah.
better, and then it was just like, I guess not.
What you're
Yeah.
saying is that anyone who's on the brink now should just let go.
yeah, before
Just
as
die,
possible.
Just to
die
get-
the next day.
just clean slate for 2017. At least the first 20 days will be.
I was
decent, and
gonna
then-
do a tweet at the end of the year, and it would just like list all the accounts of the people who have died, and I realized like,
Oh, that's so morbid.
no, it's just like with like a heart or something, make
Oh,
it nice. Bung a heart on there, make it nice. But then I was like, I don't think it'll fit a tweet.
No,
No,
God,
No,
I don't think
It'd
it'll
be
fit 144.
You'd have to do one of those, like you'd have to type it and then take
Yeah.
like a screenshot of
It'd have
it.
to be like
tweet
a
that. It'd
note,
be fucking
yeah.
huge.
As opposed to
It is a
tweeting
bit
their
morbid,
handles.
I don't-
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like Bowie died in like January, and that started, and then Prince died like in April or May, and it was like, what the fuck is happening this year?
And the
I
guy
wanted
that
for the
invented
rest of the
solo
year. I
cup.
just wanted to tweet with like emojis, just like
guy that
as,
invented the solo cup.
as
guy?
just like it's just a tribute to Carrie Fisher. Because if you ever read any of her tweets,
Oh, yeah,
it's
hers
like
were
it's like deciphering
crazy.
hieroglyphics. Her tweets,
Dude, her tweets were fucking incredible.
they were so
they were
good. It was just
fucking
like
insane.
like
It would be
emoji
100. It would be
symbols.
140 characters with 7 letters in it.
Yeah, and just all emojis. And
But
I'm like,
but like there was a sentence in there. You
Yeah,
know
to
what I
decipher
mean? Like
it.
you'd have to look at it and like, she's saying something. What is it? What is it?
Carrie Fisher's Twitter was amazing.
She was pretty
Loved
great.
her so
The upside
much.
to someone dying, like a legend dying, is you learn so much more about them than you ever would have if they're alive.
It's true.
Like
It
George
just sucks
Michael's,
when they're younger. Like George Michael was 43 or 53.
Yeah,
53.
but and then you find out he's done like so much charitable stuff that he didn't want people knowing about.
Yeah,
and now it's all coming out. It's like he gave away a lot of money to a lot of people. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Man,
What did he die from?
was it cancer or something?
Was it cancer?
No,
Okay.
George Michael.
Yeah.
Did he have
I don't
AIDS?
even know.
I think it was like
I didn't even care to ask. I
don't
was
know.
just like,
I thought
I
it
didn't
was
even like.
drugs.
I just like assumed.
No,
it
he died with family around him. I read that somewhere.
Was
So
it
I
like-
don't know what it was. That
thought he
It
got
said
died
something. I
peacefully
thought
in
it was
the night.
pneumonia or something.
I thought he just
Something
died
like
in his
that.
sleep from
Because he
heart
had
failure.
a pneumonia. He almost died from pneumonia a few years ago.
really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like I convinced myself Carrie Fisher was alright, especially when Debbie Reynolds tweeted. She was like, "She's in stable condition," and then Carrie Fisher died.
And that was the
Debbie-
last tweet she ever made.
Yep.
That was the last tweet Debbie Reynolds ever made. That
Yep.
Carrie Fisher was in stable condition.
Do you think
Jesus
Carrie
Christ.
Fisher's like wandering around heaven and like a day later sees her mum? She's like, "What the hell are you doing, SOC?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, then you get like the news places that like, oh, can you die of a broken heart? It's like, come on, like don't do that. Don't.
Well, it was like I think she died like in
can't
the
die of a
middle
broken heart.
from stress.
Die of sadness.
Well,
But
because
it's
she had a stroke, and I guess strokes are induced more by stress in your life.
Yeah,
And I
but
guess
it's
the
more than
stress
they're-
of like
they're-
planning your daughter's funeral.
They're like capitalizing on like someone dying.
True.
Jesus Christ! Did you see the Smash Mouth tweet? Speaking of capitalizing,
What was that?
did you see that?
No.
Literally, like day of.
Get the picture up. We
Carrie,
gotta
Carrie,
just
you
show
can
the
find
picture.
This. You can find this. Carrie, yeah, have broadcast. Just pull up Smash Mouth's R.I.P. Carrie Fisher tweet.
I didn't
Well,
know
they-
Smash Mouth had a Twitter.
Oh no,
account.
their Twitter is amazing because all it is them saying like they were famous before Shrek. Because all it is.
Oh my
is- all
god,
it
they
is
have to
is people-
justify
It's
themselves.
people,
They-
people
Right?
saying like, "Oh, you got famous because of Shrek." It's like, no, we were actually
They-
a #1 hit album before Shrek came out. It's like
That's
all
amazing.
they do is fight people.
They have
for
to.
that.
They have to argue
Yeah,
themselves. that
they
they're
threw
better.
their hat in the ring and they,
Lost.
tweeted something about Carrie Fisher, and it was a very questionable image that they attached with it. I'm just waiting for.
Apparently they did the same with George Michael.
Oh, did
Her
they?
in the bikini.
I didn't see that one.
I can see.
It
I
was-
can see him prepping it. Here we go. They're looking for it. I can see the. I see the computer screen. Oh, it's gone. Okay. So
They tweeted
Oh,
a
there it is.
picture.
Oh my god.
That's not it.
That's definitely not it. They
Yeah.
tweeted. Maybe they.
That's
they
not-
changed
What
it.
was that?
That was definitely
was
a penis.
Dick. It was a dick.
That was a penis.
That was a picture.
Oh,
with
someone's
a,
at Gavin's
of a
door.
Dick.
Yep.
And then Smash was over it. They tweeted literally just hashtag RIP Carrie or RIP Carrie Fisher, and then it was an image of her with
bikini?
Smash Mouth just photoshopped on top of it.
It's like they watermarked
Like, they
the,
just
the
logoed
picture,
it.
but it was like most of the picture. She was like
It was like the whole lower third just said Smash Mouth, and people were like all the comments were like either just fucking pissed or they were like, oh man, I didn't know she had that shirt when she was filming Star Wars.
Jesus
Like it was just
Christ.
like what? It was just so bizarre. Like
So
people are gonna
distasteful.
circulate this around. We might as well put the Smash Mouth logo.
People
on
got
it.
pissed at your tweet about her and Trump. Remember that tweet you made?
Are you going to the bathroom?
Oh,
Greg?
has she not?
Okay.
Like, never had
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
from
I thought
Trump?
it was funny. I was like, she would have laughed at fuck at that. Just like, shut up, people. Even when you said like, at least she doesn't have to live.
There
with
it
this.
is.
There it is.
Oh man, that's a deleted scene from A New Hope.
Look how big it is. What the fuck? Why would
R.I.P.
you?
Carrie Fisher?
Why would you do that?
Smash Mouth.
No one was happy. I was reading through their feed and like everyone was bitching. But even there were some people that were like, guys, I've been a lifelong fan and this just seems
Wrong.
just like
I mean,
unnecessary.
I assume it's
Like,
just like a policy that the guy who runs that account has, where it's like, oh yeah, put our logo on all the pictures we tweet. And for that one, it was just inappropriate, and they didn't even think about it. I assume that's what happened.
They just enable the layer for everything.
Yeah, just, like,
Everything.
leave it on.
They just turn the eyeball on.
oops.
Whoops.
But then like they were like arguing with people afterwards though. You know
Were
what I
they
mean?
really?
You
What
know
were
I
they
mean?
saying?
Like not specifically. Like I didn't see them specifically.
runs
like
the Smash
I have
Mouth
no
account?
idea. I didn't see them specifically like defending like why they did it. But people were basically just like lashing out there and they did it again.
They also had a typo on it.
What was it?
You will be missed.
You will be missed.
Yeah, that also just seems incredibly unnecessary. But it was like people just like
That's their thing.
they would tweet that and someone's like, fuck you, I didn't like Shrek or something like that. Something when they would tweet. And then they were just fighting with the people. Like I never saw the topic shift to like them actually defending why they put it on the photo. But people were like, hey, you guys are assholes for doing this. And they're like, no, screw you.
They deleted the tweets.
By the way, Shrek sucks.
There was like tons of tweets. It was like, hey now, you should delete this.
Hey now, you're an asshole.
So we're gonna make other videos today.
I think we'll do at least one. We're gonna eat food after this. I mean,
Yeah.
the odds are gonna go way down if we go to Rudy's.
Yeah.
We sort of established a crew recently for a set of videos, and then
Yeah.
we immediately destroyed the crew. And just
Well, because part of the crew didn't come to work and we wanted to
Yeah.
make a video. Is what happened.
It's GTA.
You're talking about Jeremy too.
Yeah. I'm excited for those to come out. We just decided to do those special vehicle missions.
We figured it out. There's some malarkey with the import-export DLC, all the new supercars. You know, that was good. Jack hit every camera. You know, they have the rocket car and the ramp car and the wedge truck and all that shit. And we've had 2 Let's Plays come out already, the import-export, where like we're having great fun times in the public lobby. Just awesome. You smash your controller, I think, in the second one.
I heard
It
there's
just
some pretty
came
good
out.
reasons to
you
get
actually
into,
break
your
your
own
controller?
public lobby. Like you do like a
No,
playlist.
the bad-
It's a whole fucking thing, and all that shit sort of sometimes works. That's also every single comment's like fucking idiots. They didn't even do this.
Oh, was that every comment? I'm
fuck-
sorry for bringing it up.
It fucking works every time, and it's like we were trying 90% of those, and they worked like 1 out of 10 times.
So not worth it.
You know, and we're like, yeah, you know, we have to make the video. You know, like we turn our Xbox on, it's like all they gotta do is this, this, and this. Well, then try it like 50 times until it works. You know, it's like, oh, well, it's that easy.
So what's the
Just
problem?
fuck around for 4 hours trying to make a video, or we just go into public lobby and shoot what we can. But we got all the public shit out of the way that we need to do, and now we're on to the missions. Where for the import-export DLC, it's called like vehicle acquisition or some shit like that. I don't know, because Jeff attempted to set it up and why nothing worked, and then after Jeff went away, Ryan set it up, and then we've been doing the mission. So it's like every 4 cars you collect on these like arbitrary public missions, you get a like real mission that's basically like in a private lobby, similar to a heist. Like they're almost heist level,
And
definitely like
each one is specific to the special DLC vehicles that came out. So
Right,
like,
and there's nine of them.
Yeah, like one mission will be get the ramp car, and if you successfully do the mission, you get a discount on it. But each mission involves the vehicle.
What's the discount?
You also, it's also,
15%
it's
something like
also
that.
only the fucking CEO who's running it. So
Oh,
Ryan.
right. That sucks.
So Ryan gets the discount. If you want the discount, you have to be the CEO that starts the job and gets the thing.
And you can't do it by yourself. It's at least 2 people for each mission, I'm assuming.
The actual missions
to
are 2
4?
people, I believe.
It's like
Yes.
2 to
the
4,
the
yeah.
cars you can get by yourself.
Yeah.
You can get all the cars. So if you want all 9 missions set up, you need to do the car acquisition thing 32 times. That you have to do in the public lobby. But every 4 of them, you have the opportunity to do a mission, which you still have to start in the public lobby. And then it takes you to a private game. But we've been doing those.
Yeah, we basically
And
figure
they're
we can
fucking good.
we can put 2 or 3 in one video, and there's how many vehicles? Like
There's 9.
9? Yeah, 9. So we suddenly went from like trying to figure out what we're gonna do for all these Let's Plays to then having maybe 3 or 4, but they're only 4 players. So it's like now that people are out of town, we've been doing them. Like
Right,
it was
so we
Jeremy,
had-
Ryan, you, and me.
Which was just who was here.
But they're so damn fun that we did one without Jeremy.
yeah, well, he
We
wasn't
did-
here though.
We did one with Jack.
And we needed to make a video, and it's like, what do we do? How does
Even though,
GTA's
because
nipping
of
at our nibs?
we
get-
got like 5 GTAs in the
We
back.
have so many GTAs.
We got a deadline.
I'm
for
not
this-
exaggerating. We might have GTA right now up through like February.
Yeah,
Well, that's
it's
good.
crazy.
Did they get rid of the snow yet?
Yeah, I never saw it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that was snow again.
I never even
Yeah,
saw it.
okay,
I never even
yeah.
saw it.
It's
It
like-
must have been like 2-3
It's
days.
fun to like dick around in, but it's not ideal for missions.
Yeah.
I wish it would longer. I wish it lasted at least till January. I wish we could have shot a
I know
video.
it was like Christmas Day through. I thought it was maybe to the end of the year, but I guess not.
No.
Yeah, because they have the, like my elf hat that I had on like the beginning of the game. Like that's when it comes back is during the Christmas stuff. Because you can't just get it like that elf hat with the little ears
Yeah.
and the thing.
I
You
just
can't
like-
get
I don't know
it
why
till
you
the
can't
end.
just keep it.
Yeah,
It's just like you unlock it, but you don't keep it. You
I
you
like-
have it for like a window.
I wish we could have just shot a Let's Play in it just to make like a holiday Let's Play. Like I was saying to Ryan,
Throwing some
like
and shit.
not even like a winter themed Let's Play. It's kind of going back to that thing you were saying is like you just kind of know sometimes, or you think you know, and hopefully most of the time we're right. Hopefully, when it's like I don't know, this one's just gonna get a million views, like the Uno thing. Like it's just the right level of I hated it, so the audience must love it.
Yeah.
You know, based on so many things in the past. Like that's almost like that goes back to like a fucking not only just Fuel and shit like that, but like forced enjoyment, rage quit. Like people like when we're like agonizing
In pain, yeah.
and it's like this fucking sucks. Then they're like, all right, I'm into this.
That's why Shenanigans does well.
Shenanigans, Last one was fucking stellar.
So
That was
good.
fun. I came in the Thursday before Christmas, just like real briefly to grab some packages that I got shipped here for like Katie's presents and stuff. And I walk in and that desk goes to the fucking ceiling. It's like, jeez.
You actually walked in while we were doing a video, so that might
Oh,
be
yeah,
in
yeah.
the video, the Hitman elusive target. That we were
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
I like that.
I should watch it because I pitched some ideas in there that I want to make sure don't get in that video. So.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Okay.
I like that I missed the
I'm doing a
going
let's watch
back.
for that today. I think so. Just let me
Like
know.
fixing it, that seemed like a whole hassle, and I'm glad I had nothing to do with it.
Andy was talking about real work just then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a let's watch edit after this.
Nice.
Hitman, elusive target, the goo. Oh, can I say that? Guru.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The
gone now.
goo.
Did I stop it? There?
Just stop right there. The goo.
The
You guys-
goo.
Did you guys assassinate the
Gabagool.
goo?
The
Yeah,
goo.
we killed the
Dude.
dude. There's actually a new one that just came on today.
I-
But Ryan ain't here, so we probably won't do it.
I'll be honest too. The thing about Ryan is like Ryan. This is crazy comparing to you though. Ryan fucks around so much in Hitman. It's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. I mean, like it'll take it like go back to the the one we just did, the Christmas themed one with Santa and like the Home Alone shit that we all missed the references to. 20 fucking minutes to get inside the door. You know what I mean? It's like, what's this? What's that? What's that guy wearing? What's in that guy's pocket? What's that guy doing? What's over
I
there?
certainly like to screw around, but you just want to be at the meat of it
I don't
in
know.
like 10 minutes.
There's a difference to me though. There's like the Gavin screwing around. Like Gavin screwing around, he'll die. You know what I mean? And Gavin's like, I wonder if I'm dead. You know, I wonder if I killed myself. Ryan's just like,
Famous last words.
I wonder if that guy is gonna walk back this way if I wait here long. Let's just see. Let's just like.
That usually gets cut out.
There's editing involved in the Let's Watches. I just feel like when I'm watching Ryan play Hitman, like 55 minutes out of an hour and 10 minutes is him like just exploring, just like looking at shit.
Yeah. Well, you
just
kind
like
of have to
picking
take your
shit
time
up.
in
Well, they actually
Christmas.
Just get in there and go nuts. No, it was this was awesome. 'Cause
I
I
think they
fucking
actually changed it.
I like the
That's kinda
Christmas lights around your frame. That's pretty cool.
Santa Claus was in
Oh, I
here
never
and
noticed
shit.
that. That's great.
Oh yeah, he immediately he took forever, and then he just hits this guy with his can of soda, and it's like, all right, reset. And it's like, damn it, Ryan, you knew it was gonna happen. Nothing happened. It wasn't anything crazy he was trying. Or like, I remember early on in Hitman, because you started playing the game like a year ago, as soon as it came out.
Yeah, I'm a
even
big
before
fan.
the first video we played, you knew like a shitload about it, and I just distinctly remember Ryan trying to like lob something at someone, and you're like, it's not attached to him, like, because it like clicks to them.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
that
what
was
I
when he
mean?
was trying to throw a coconut in
And
Thailand.
and he's like, no, I got it. And you're like, I mean, it's not. It's literally not there. Like he kept trying it over and over and over, and you were like, what are you on about, Ryan? It's connected or it's not. You keep throwing it when it's not. He's like, no, just let's take another second. Just wait. He's just, hang on.
Yeah. And then it got to the point where I could kind of feel like it was in range, but he was looking way too low. So I'm just like, look up! And it locked on and he killed him with a coconut. And then
There
the champagne.
That's funny. That was awesome.
I like how you got him on picking it up.
Dude, I
right,
like to
turn
screw
it back,
around.
that's okay.
I like to screw around a little, but then after a while, it's like, it's tiresome and you actually want to get through it. I don't think I've ever screwed around longer than I did in the latest Surgeon Simulator, where I was trying to get the brain that had rolled out. It had rolled like beyond the room.
Jesus Christ! When
Yeah, basically,
Ryan was trying to
you see
roll
this?
it back to you.
I saw a clip. I
The
think
brain,
Michael was
the
watching
brain
this one.
basically it rolled onto the floor and rolled kind of within arm's reach. But in reality, there was our whiteboard was there, so I could like reach to here, and the brain was like there. So I was like trying to pick up things and like scoop it back. And I could have just restarted. I was like, I'm so determined to get this brain.
Well, there
back.
was that, and then it rolled in a way where in the room there was enough space, but the wires weren't
cable
long
didn't reach.
enough.
That was
you,
the bit-
you,
that was
you
before,
couldn't
yeah.
get to it.
So Ryan was.
So Gavin gave Ryan his hand, and then Ryan's in the room with the hand now disconnected from Gavin's body.
there
There
it
it is.
is.
That's Ryan holding the hand. But
He's over by the beanbag.
yeah, he's over by the beanbag, and he's looking at the monitor all in the other side of the room to try and see himself as the hand. And Gavin's holding a flashlight. Also, the lights are out, so he's holding a flashlight. Motherfucker, I don't even know how it edited in the video. Like 50, that was him grabbing Gavin so many times, right? Gavin's the head right now, like looking at it. Gavin is the camera, and Ryan's like, all right, I'm going for it. And Gavin was like, what's that over there? And he just kept looking to his left. And Ryan was like, Gavin, I can't see my hand.
trying to see if the patient was dying.
Gavin looked off like 15 times. He'd be right in the range, right about to pick up the hand, and then he would just look at like something shiny on the floor.
Oh, close.
I don't think we ever got it.
No, we didn't.
Dude, well, eventually he hit it like past you on the other side of the room.
That was when he batted it beyond the real.
He kept
room.
trying to pick it up, but eventually he just started slapping it, and that became the solution. But
It's very hard with that.
yeah, he's got it. Like he's holding it right
Oh, did he
there.
actually? I think he drops it though. He fumbles it, and then we lose it again.
There it is.
There it goes. Dude, holding on to stuff is hard.
I was also
Yeah.
just informed by Larry that he took over that Let's Watch of Hitman because it comes out Monday. So
Oh, so you're not doing shit.
I'm off the hook. Well,
So
no, I
you
do
got
have
too-
another. I
You're
do
saying
have
you
another
got too
Let's Watch.
drunk and Larry had to take over. for
Probably
you.
was what happened. So thank you, Larry. But there is a bit of editing involved with that, with Let's Watches like that. But probably it was a pain in the ass at the time, but it was worth it. Was when you during Excite Truck said there should be a death counter for this, and that was a pain in the ass too.
What
that
was that
like
for?
Excite Truck? Was that Excite Truck?
I don't know.
What's the jump? the
Cluster
jump-
Truck.
Cluster Truck.
Cluster
not Excite
Trucker
Truck.
or something? Or just Cluster,
Cluster Truck. Yeah, when you was like, you should put a death counter on that, and I was like, this could be funny, but it was a pain in the ass. It was like almost like a week's worth of work.
Yeah, but you did it though.
I did.
You added them numbers
I did.
up.
I put those
Was
numbers
it
up.
right though?
Nope.
Oh, it was
Oh, for the most part, it was. Towards the end, I went off the rails with it,
Oh, okay.
and I put my little editor's commentary in it, like a little flair. But
Damn editors.
Did you know
always
that,
inserting
like,
themselves in?
not necessarily on that one, but on this screen, Andy's face is the same color as his hat.
Which screen?
oh yeah, that's
That
right
back
over there.
one
Yeah,
right
I was
there.
looking at my face in the mirror when I was washing my hands in the bathroom. I was like, "Fuck, I'm red." That's from all the champagne.
Can you imagine if he was wearing what you were wearing?
Do you want to wear this? See if it brings out the red. In
That
your
won't
face?
fit
Do
me.
it.
I can put it on.
Put it
I
on.
won't be able
Just
to-
put
I
the
won't be able to
jacket
zip it
on.
up.
Trade
Come on.
jackets,
Yeah,
trade
here we go.
jackets.
Zip it up.
Here we go. This is gonna be good. Now you are not Gavin 2016, just so you know. Even though it says it on the back.
It's true.
Like the V-neck is nice.
Where is that? There it is.
Is it a V-neck?
Oh, you got a
Is,
Rooster
is that a female cut shirt?
Is this a man shirt?
I think it's a female cut
Is
shirt.
it really?
That-
I mean, it probably
What size
is.
is it?
It's a V-neck.
If it's medium, then it's man, right?
It's a medium.
Oh.
What? That doesn't
What
necessarily
does
mean it's
that
man.
mean?
There's female cut shirts that are
Well, I mean,
medium.
a female medium would be smaller,
There we go.
wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Probably.
Is this a girl
You
shirt?
can zip it up.
It's gonna be a little tight on me.
It probably
It's okay.
is.
You're allowed
I mean,
to
it's
wear a girl
fine,
shirt.
But
No, I know,
generally
it's just-
speaking, a V-neck is
I mean,
female shirt.
I don't know if we sell.
Does anyone know if this is a male shirt?
Can we look that up?
I think it's. It's
Everyone
Oh,
in
you fit
broadcast
into
just
it.
like,
Yeah.
God, look at you.
You look like
There you
a
go.
real chav.
look how red you are. You're like New Jersey Santa. You're like Russian Santa.
The thing was, I was like,
Oh, I gotta
only-
get the pants
I
on.
was like, as far as
I'm not wearing any under this.
the only people I can think of immediately, like Gavin, it looks like he bought that himself.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
What
are you talking about?
Like,
What do you
like,
want?
That's an outfit of your people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oi, when you walk in on that.
Look at me, I'm
and,
Eggsy.
and I was like, the only other people
Eggsy.
I can fathom is like Guidos.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like
Vinny or something. Like
yeah.
something from like Jersey
Or like
Shore.
Christopher.
Than
You know,
Guido.
like
Yeah.
Christopher from
This
from
like
The
really
Sopranos.
makes it look like I have tits, but they're really not that. They're not that big.
Other than that, nobody's gonna do anything with these.
It's true.
They just don't fit in anywhere.
Oh,
Ah,
That's
so
a male
Tyler
shirt.
wears that.
okay. Oh, it's just a V-neck shirt.
Just
okay.
a V-neck.
Yeah,
there you
I'm
go.
fine with it.
Yeah.
It's just a V-neck. Thank God Tyler was wearing it. Can you imagine if it was
Do we
a
know if
woman?
Tyler wore
Or
the
John.
correct shirt?
If John would wear it, yeah, that'd be a bit of an issue.
Does he wear female shirts?
Oh, wow. I can picture John wearing a V-neck shirt though.
Probably.
John and Caleb were at work yesterday.
The Caleb
John
didn't work
came
yesterday?
into work.
Oh.
I don't know that he was here. Like, we saw him walk in, and then did he stay? Did he leave? I don't know.
I remember Caleb being very surprised that we were at
He
work.
was shocked and,
And then-
almost
and then
a
I
little
was like-
appalled.
And then he was like, "You're here?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I mean, it's Thursday, and then he was like, "Yeah, but you actually making videos?" I was like, "Yeah, we just shot Let's Play." He was just like so confused that
So
we
you're
were.
actually working at work.
It's because like nobody's here.
Right.
Yeah, everyone took vacation between Christmas and New Year's, except for me apparently.
Yeah,
pretty
But we
quiet.
got a
I
couple
did.
of
I
days
just
in
came
here.
back.
Yeah, got a couple of days in here. But yeah, we shot that video that we shot without Jeremy, and then you went over for some coffee, and Caleb was outraged that you were in the building. He was like, "I'm calling INS." Did
And then
did your fucking visa get cleared?
And then you stunk up the bungalow.
Oh yeah, because well, first of all, the bungalow stunk itself up. It smells like
the fuck
fucking
happened to the
shit over
bungalow?
there.
What happened to the bungalow?
It's like something's dead in the fridge or something.
Oh.
Like we walked in, it smelled like rancid milk. Like
And
in
for
the
those-
entire building.
For those who don't know, bungalow is where all the important people sit.
right,
for
yeah, like
management
the
and, like,
CEOs,
executives.
you know, Matt and
And
John.
for some reason, John
For
Rising.
some reason, John's back there. They just like to keep an eye on him. But it was awful. I'm like, it stinks in here. And then I took a Red Bull out of the fridge when I left, and they all screamed. They're like, "No, don't open it! We're just gonna sit here and
Did you
watch
like
it."
open it and like waft it a few times?
I didn't. But I think as a byproduct was it did waft once.
You can't close a fridge without a little bit of waft.
I certainly wasn't slow about it. I was
Just
like,
the air when you move the door.
yeah, it smelled like some bad milk.
Perpetual
that no
motion.
one was taken care of. It was just like, all right, well, someone should
So
probably throw it away.
Okay, so they're
something.
yelling at you for opening up the door, but still no one has taken it out.
I
That's
guess
bullshit.
Did it play any Connor for real when you opened the door?
it didn't.
No.
It didn't.
I look like Connor for real on this thing.
Man, I bought Katie
can
a
pull it
Style
off.
Boys
Yeah.
sweater, like the official Style Boys sweater
Yeah.
for Christmas. She was very
That's
excited
fucking
by
cool.
that. Yeah, the one you buy from them is like all glittery too. It's
That's
not like
awesome.
this white; it's actually like glitter.
That's
like,
fucking
She
funny.
opened it, she's like, "Oh my god!" She freaked out. That was nice. Like it's difficult to buy clothes for someone, especially a female, and so buying a shirt that she was excited for made me very happy.
Nice.
And this is like socks. Like everyone loves socks. Or at least when you get older, everyone loves
I
socks.
appreciate socks now for Christmas.
You're good.
I just bought Lindsay a sweet mermaid blanket.
Nice.
It's just like a blanket that has a mermaid tail in it.
With
Is it like a Snuggie?
a physical like tail on it, or that's kinda
It's
cool.
like it's just like a blanket that
It's like
slip in.
V-shaped where it goes up into a tail.
it doesn't open. It's literally like you slide your legs into it and pull it up, and it's just like waist high.
My cousin got
And
that
then just has,
exact
like,
same
so,
thing.
so it's like
Thing
half
at
a
the bottom.
Snuggie basically.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, she fucking sleeps all over the place, you know. And then like the baby's rolling up, so it's like she's napping with that thing,
baby's rolling
you know. And then like
It keeps
when
the
she
baby in
has the
place.
thing, it's gonna be out, and I'm like, here's a blanket. It's just like an extra thing, and I knew she'd like, and she liked it. It's like that similar thing where she was like, oh my god, I love
you know-
this. I was
do
like,
you know
yeah, I
what-
knew you'd like this piece of shit.
Do you know what Junker has yet?
No, not yet. Maybe next week I might find out.
Ooh, that's
I'm
it.
waiting on results. The deed has already been done. I'm just
So
waiting
what does it
for a
start
phone
with?
call.
Like it has a vag, and then it's like, will it grow a penis? Is that how it works?
guess.
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
Right now it's
Is that what the clitoris
It's
is?
the
Like,
size-
it
The
becomes like a
clitoris,
penis?
yeah.
the size of an apple right
Becomes
now.
a penis.
It's an apple.
It's an apple.
Its penis the size of an apple.
That's pretty
not.
That's
impressive.
impressive.
No, that's me.
Maybe the stem.
Yeah.
It's probably accurate. It's probably accurate. If it has a penis, it's probably the size of an apple stem, right?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
I love hearing Andy like defending himself. Like, no, it's right. I mean, I'm right.
That's
I'm not being
probably
racist. I
accurate.
just don't like Indian people.
I don't like their characters. They're annoying.
Just because he named two back-to-back characters that both
How
happen
do you
to be
feel about
Indian.
how do you feel about Native American? You're on the TV.
Oh, look at that. There's Andy being
You
very
look like
red.
an idiot.
fucking
What a dumbass expression.
Why is that
dude.
photo? Oh,
Why do you have that?
God damn.
God damn it.
I am happy this year is
Indian
almost
people
over.
are fine. Your food is amazing.
2017.
They do have some really good
You can't
food.
dig out of the hole, man. just leave it.
Kelly Kapoor and Tom, they suck. They're not good
Tom
characters.
Haverford was
Tom
awesome.
Haverford, no, he doesn't.
Aziz Ansari's fucking hilarious, man.
What is the 2017 the year of?
Fuck. What was 20?
The year
Was
of
it
the
indiscriminate
rooster,
cursing?
actually.
Was
It
that
is.
2016? We kind of tapered off on that.
It's the year of the rooster, really.
I think this might be the year Ryan goes insane.
No, he only goes insane but the year he has a kid.
No,
This is the year
literally.
I'm
It's the
the
year
insane
Michael
goes
goes
insane.
insane.
This is
Or maybe I just like completely level out and I become more.
Do you know,
normal
Michael,
than
that
ever.
you're not going to have time to play video games when you get a kid?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be sad. You won't play
I
games.
watched you have an argument with a guy on Twitter and Jack in the same
I
week.
certainly wouldn't even say it was an argument. I was laughing.
What happened to people on Twitter? I don't know if trolls are getting better or.
This is I'll recap what Gavin's talking about. We took a photo at my brother's house for Christmas, like just Lindsay and I in front of the Christmas tree, and our nephews got us a gift, which clearly they didn't pay shit for, but they just signed it, little bastards. And Lindsay got the cat thing from Yokai Watch, which is like. It's like the new Pokemon game that's been around for a while. The second one, I think it just came out or is coming out.
I hear
It's,
good
3D, it's a
things.
3DS game. It's pretty good. But it's similar to Pokemon. Like you go catch all these crazy animals and shit like that. But there's like a cat one that's like a main one. So she got a plushie of that, like a stuffed animal. And my nephew's got me the classic NES, which is actually awesome.
Yeah.
It's got like a bunch of sweet games on it. So all it was just a photo of I just like, let's hold one present in front of the Christmas tree. And I just tweeted like, oh, Merry Christmas from the Jones family, future baby included. And we got like tons of really nice tweets from fans and stuff like that. People going, hey, oh, Merry Christmas. And one guy replies to Lindsay and he's like, yeah, I don't know who you are. Like that's how he starts the tweet. So I guess like he just saw it somewhere and he's like, I don't know who you are, but you should play that NES and then sell it because you're never going to have time to play it when you have kids. And Lindsay replied, she was like, haha, like she started to be like, haha, and she's like, no, we're a gaming family, this kid will be raised gaming or something like that, like something really lighthearted or whatever. And the guy replied back and he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, what? So then I replied to the guy and I was like, well, I mean, I was like, considering we play video games for a living, I think we'll still find time. That's all I said. And then he replies again and he goes, oh yeah, nothing will change at all. You're right. And then I reply again and I said, dude, my job is to play games. I'm not going to quit my job because I'm having a child. Get a grip. That was what I said. That was it. Like I didn't think about it fucking like, because it was around Christmas or something like that. So like a couple hours later I go to look at it. I'm like, oh, I wonder if he replied back. He fucking blocked me. The guy blocked me, right? And I was like, what? Like, you fucking blocked me? And then I was talking to Lindsay about it, and I go, check out, see if that guy blocked you, that you replied to. And she was even like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that guy that you replied to earlier, remember? And she was like, oh, I don't know. what the fuck? He blocked me? And it was like great because I'm like, whatever. The next like 5 days, I was getting tweets from fans that were like, including me and him in it, of people still telling him like, I think they'll find time, guy, to play video games. And I'm like, well, good thing you blocked me. Like, I was done talking to you. But it's just like still to like right now, people are seeing that tweet and replying like, yeah, there were people saying like, oh man, good thing Jeff stopped playing video games when he had Millie. Yeah. It's just like, you opened up the tweet with like, I don't know who you are. And it's like, no, you won't have time. You won't play. I know you. I know you won't play games. And it's just like, guy, what are you talking about? Chill out.
Maybe he just really wants the NES.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he just really wants it. But
I don't think I've had a really good
bizarre.
argument with a fan.
I did not consider that an argument at any point.
It was like a back and
fuck?
forth, like you're wrong, and he was like you're wrong, and you're like no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
That's like it's kind of an argument.
I'll give it to you, but it wasn't heated.
I want to have that one.
Well, yeah, like for
into
me,
it.
it was I tweeted about the Assassin's Creed movie. In my tweet, I say I enjoyed the movie. The ending lacked, but overall, I enjoyed it. And this guy said,
how dare you have an opinion
I know.
on the
So
internet,
some guy
Jack.
literally he said something. I forget what it was exactly, but it was something along the lines of like your opinion doesn't matter. And I was like, fuck you, bro. Like, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. What are you talking about? Everyone's opinion matters.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, no, you're biased. I'm like, yeah, you can say I'm biased, but yeah,
Still an
my
opinion.
still matters. And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then someone else jumped on. He's like, oh yeah, he's already blocked me on this account. I'm like, I haven't blocked you. Like, why would I block you? And it turns out this guy had like 9 accounts. And at one point, he was jumping on this train, and he had said, someone asked about, someone messaged me on Twitter asking about tattoos. And then he responded, asking someone with one tattoo about tattoos is like asking a virgin about sex advice. I was like, what the what? No, that is like that doesn't make sense at all. Like that's really rude.
Also, like if someone's never got a tattoo before, I feel like asking someone who has one tattoo is like a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm about to get one. How was your first one?
And so,
no.
And so,
no.
So he wrote that. He's like, oh yeah, I thought you blocked me because that. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. But that is really rude for you to say. And he's like, how is that rude? I'm like, you compared me to a virgin who doesn't know talking about sex. How do you not understand how that's just mean? And he was like, no, that's not mean. It's just I'm just making a comparison. I'm like, do you not know how comparisons work? I
like the idea of like you go up to a murderer and you're like, what was it like killing a guy? And he's like, I just killed one guy. Can you get back to me when I killed like 6 or 7? And I'll really.
But then I finally.
Steve's killed like 4 guys.
Yeah.
You should ask him.
But then I just wrote, "You are not worth it," and blocked him. I was like,
"Oh, you blocked him?"
I was just like he caught me on a bad day.
Have you blocked anybody on Twitter?
I blocked so many people on Twitter.
I block spam where it's like you can make $7 and like replying to every tweet.
Oh, I don't get money. I always get like sex things from like spam.
Yeah,
well, you're visiting those are wrong websites. But then I blocked him on Twitter, and then he went on like 3 other accounts and started like harassing me about it. Like, oh, this is why you're the least funny person in Achievement. I was like, what? Really? Like, you have multiple accounts? Clearly, there's something wrong with me.
I've had
got
stuff
9
like that,
accounts.
but it's just like after a while, you're reading through it. It's like it's not even real life. It's in my phone.
Yeah.
I put my phone down. No, it's all gone. It's like there's no point blocking or responding.
It's just like a little window into another dimension.
Yeah,
like,
you're like barely a part of.
Yeah, it was just like a series of like rough days. Like the holidays for me were pretty rough. Like literally the last day I left, the last day before I left to go on vacation, I had to put my cat down, which I've had for like 14 years. And so that was brutal. Like Katie called me crying, and I was like, "Oh no!" And then I just had to leave work. I'm like, I can't do this. And like I love that guy, and so like putting him down was brutal. And so then I went on vacation, so it's like, God damn. And then this 2016, the end of it has just been tanking.
It's like I guess I had an okay holiday if the worst thing that happened to me was Carrie Fisher dying, but that still hit me a lot. Like Michael sent me a text like, "Hey man, I'm sorry." We were waiting in line. I went to go see Rogue One on IMAX that day, and I was like, "Well, that kind of sucks now."
Yeah.
But my friend Mike was sitting behind me. He saw the text, and Michael was like, "Are your friends sending you condolence texts?" And I was like, "Listen, she had a big impact of my life. She was like my first real crush. It was like the first time I saw like women could be a fucking badass in movies and shit, in the real life too. It was like that was fucking cool. Fucking love Carrie Fisher.
Did you get a new tattoo?
Yeah, so that's actually. So I don't know if you can see it. What's the best way?
It's amazing how they're all
Yeah,
done.
now, how many you got now,
there,
Jack?
I've got 4 now.
Now we should ask you. You've got as many as I do.
I know. So this one here is actually. Oh, there you go.
There it
There's a
is.
tweet of it. So
I feel
that
like
one.
in my head, I'm like planning how to make the line, but now with that one, I don't know where I'm going to put that.
Yeah, well, this one. So this one I got. So the color of it, I showed the tattoo artist the photo of Uday, and I was like, if we can match that as close as possible. And he's like, I actually got a color in today. It was like orange gold. Like it was like perfect.
That's awesome.
And he's like, I literally got this 2 hours ago. I'm like, it was meant to be. And so I put it there because I have another orange one already, and so I wanted to space it so I can put more in between them. So that's
Yeah.
it's not orange next to orange. So
What's going to do the line?
I don't know. I think maybe when I have a kid at some point, like that's
Because you made it with your dick, and your dick looks like.
There you go.
And so that completes it. But yeah, it's getting to the point now where I'm like, I'm actually starting to fill it up. I was like, man, okay. And so I need to get another one of the L blocks for my other nephew. That's the so I've got the orange one, so I'm gonna get the other L block for the other nephew.
What does the square represent? Just a
Square Zude. It's him curled up in a ball.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know the square represented him in a ball.
Yeah.
Well, I meant like the whole color.
I know that. Yeah, okay. I know that was specifically for Uday. I just didn't know why he chose the
But
square.
yeah,
That was the question.
it's rough though, man. Like I've had him.
sucks.
I mean, I had him for
That's-
14 years, and it's like,
Yep.
there's nothing worse. I mean, it's sweet, but like washing clothes and stuff. Like after he passed away, like washing clothes and like opening up the lint dryer, and it's like fur. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
just
Uday.
like all that shit. Just hit you. Just like, god damn it.
So 2016 has been a fucking rough year. Like on
Fuck
on a
off,
personal level,
2016
2016 has sucked. Professional level's been great.
Yep.
It's like a
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a weird.
weird.
It's like it's definitely the most successful I've ever felt, and also left me feeling dead inside. By the end. It's like
Yeah.
such an odd combination. It's
like you're-
what will happen tomorrow?
Like, I'm
it's
so-
like constant fear.
I'm so happy with so many things and so fucking disappointed in so many other things. It's like it's been a year of polar opposites
Yeah.
basically. So it's been very very
There's
strange.
been like no happy mediums.
But once
Very
again,
nice.
literally nothing will change on the 1st of Jan.
No.
It's still just like time continues. You'll write a
Yeah.
different number, but it's still like time
Just
is
because I think it's
moving
just
as
because we're in the
normal.
moment. It's just
Yeah.
like it just sucks.
So anyway, here's hoping 2017 has fewer celebrity deaths and pet deaths and
Well, it'll be good. 2017 will be good up until what, the 20th?
yeah. So
I
Maybe
hope-
that's
I
when
hope-
I'll leave to get the new
Here's
music.
what I'm gonna hope for right now, right? A lot of 2017 celebrity births.
there you go.
So we'll have to check back, 10 to 30 years from now, and see how that's going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I imagine there'll be some child stars in there.
There
Like
you
some
go.
of them might not be.
There definitely will be, yeah.
I mean, you could have a Morgan Freeman type scenario. It's
true.
It's like who knows?
But
2017 celebrity, 2050 they're
the next
famous.
Morgan Freeman probably could have already been born. We don't
it's
know.
a John Boyega.
Yeah, he's definitely not Indian.
John Boyega. John Boyega's not Indian.
I'm saying the next, big celebrity.
Oh, okay. Is he Indian?
No, he's
He's
British.
definitely not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
End it. Oh, what was that?
That was
Oh,
the
cork.
cork and had some shit in it.
All right.
yeah.
Let's
Let's
start.
Fucking Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. What a fucking great ending.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you know John Boyega's not Indian?
Now I know.
I'll be at your house watching 2016.
Let's launch
die.
some fireworks and blow some
Well,
shit
he'll
up.
pop by. He doesn't know how long he's gonna be.
He'll be there for some fireworks.
He's making
for
some
sure.
rounds.
You can pop the you can tap the keg. Well, you have to get there early for that.
What
though,
time are you
so-
tapping that keg?
I don't know, 8ish.
Alright, I can be there at 8.
Cool. All right.
Be there at
well,
8, out by 9:30. Pop around to a bunch of
Just
parties.
I
ruin-
stayed for like 3 hours last
You
time.
just ruined my
at my
kitchen.
hair.
So right until
Beer
almost
spill.
midnight, and then you went somewhere else.
Well, I mean, if a bunch of people are having parties,
Fucking hair. From the hat.
oh, it's funny. All right,
This
kill
is
it.
like right in.
There it is.
Happy
Break
New
the
Year.
glass.